The following podcast contains spoilers and profanity. Hello and welcome to episode 31 of the Half and Half podcast. My name is Glenn Walker, and with me as always is Mars Reviews.
You know Agrabah's not a real country?
Agrabah's not a real country.
I used to think it was. You know, it's really fucked up. There's an Arab kid in like school, and I asked him like, "Are you from Agrabah?" And this is an elementary school, and
So
he looked at me really weird, and it's like I realized that like a year later.
So Mars, your father is a military man. Do you think like, oh, I don't know, I can't see my father. He's enlisted to go to Agrabah.
I used to think like Iraq was like near Japan for some reason.
I don't understand that one.
I don't understand. I don't know. I just looked at. I didn't look at a map. I was like, Iraq. That's like. It's like somewhere near Japan. He'll probably get some sushi.
Oh, anyway, Mars, we're talking about 3 films today.
We're probably gonna have like a. This is a slow motion suicide.
Probably.
We're gonna go from the Middle East to I don't know where the fuck
To Japan?
Pikachu is. Japan to like America. Where Thanos is from.
We're gonna get snapped.
We're gonna fucking fuck up Thanos, and I'm gonna try to remember Endgame.
This is our end game. This is gonna be like a 4-hour podcast.
Yeah, get strapped on, strapped in.
Yeah, of course. All right.
Get strapped on like the fucking hairpiece on like Will Smith's head.
The hair, the gold hairpiece.
Yeah, it looks like fucking
His rat tail.
Will Smith. Age is not doing well for Will Smith. Let's fuck.
Have you seen his family?
Let's just talk about how ugly he is.
I don't know.
This is ad hom fucking Will Smith, dude.
I don't know, man. Like
Look at his fucking like Wikipedia picture. He's just bald Will Smith. He looks like he's from like Suicide Squad. He hates that.
But
He's like
everyone.
a fucking goober.
Okay, Mars. Okay, so there's a thumbnail.
His fucking ear.
All right, so Mars, you know,
his fucking ear is like a goddamn like boxer. He was in all. That's how as fucked up his ears are. Ollie fucked his ears up. You see those boxers with cauliflower ears?
I've not seen that.
Boxers get like cauliflower ears because they get punched in the head too many times. Do you think that happened to him?
Yeah, that's why his ears are shaped like that in Aladdin.
I just got off work, so I'm a little angry.
Yeah, I can definitely tell. Well, Mars, okay, so Will Smith has a YouTube channel.
Looks like a fucking android. Looks like a zombie. He looks like a Scooby-Doo zombie.
Alright, anyway, enough of that. Alright.
Dude, what else does he do?
He's done movies, Mars.
He's the Cole Richie's dad, right?
Yeah. No, that's not true. That's Lionel Richie.
Oh, fuck.
Guy Ritchie, he did. I literally recently watched his movies. I had no idea he did Aladdin. So when his name popped up in the credits, I was like, oh shit, because I recently watched Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and I watched Snatch like 2 weeks ago, not even.
So this guy's pretty based. Is what you're
Yeah, he
telling
did
me.
King Arthur, Legends of whatever the fuck.
He did the Sherlock Holmes movies.
He did, yeah. I don't think either of those movies are good.
The first one's not good.
I don't remember. I think the first one's probably better than the second.
Yeah, Robert Downey doesn't save it.
I mean,
Jude Law.
I'm sure, right? It's like Raul Julia saving the Street Fighter movie. Did not happen.
I don't know if it's that bad, but okay.
No, it's probably not that bad.
King,
All right. Anyway,
I haven't seen the King Arthur one, but I remember it looked pretty bad.
it looked pretty bad.
This guy's filmography, it looks like a slow motion suicide. Just
Although you'd probably think that like the way he actually like films and edits his films, like I would notice that during Aladdin, just like the pacing of it, like just the motions of it was just awful. It looked like the movie was in fast forward sometimes.
yeah. So,
All right.
what's your feelings on Aladdin?
Okay, I guess we're gonna talk about the history, our history with Aladdin first, and then we'll discuss our history with this movie coming out. Well, Mars, I don't know about you, but Aladdin's probably my viewing experience of the remake at all.
Pretty much, I would say, pretty similar. I had the DVD and everything, but I had a very cool My dad got it from not Iraq. He got it from Agrabah. He got me a little got me a big ass fucking Aladdin blanket. I
Oh,
used to
that's
sleep
nice.
on my Aladdin blanket. You know, all the memories. Well, I guess it's the time that one of my friends was like sleeping in my bed. We all had to share a bed for a sleepover, and then he pissed on it, and then like he threw up on it. He pissed and threw up on my fucking like Aladdin thing.
What
So
kind of friend do you have? What the hell? What do you?
I don't know. He was fucking weird. He says like I need my stuffed animal. And I was like I can't. And he starts pissing and shitting himself all over my fucking Aladdin blanket.
That's what you did when you came to New Jersey.
I did not piss and shit
Yes,
on
you
it.
did.
No,
Yes, you
I did not. I did not piss at all. I barely pissed when I went up there. So this guy absolutely just went to town on my fucking like Aladdin blanket. So I had to wash it. I still used the blanket, but I had to like. That was the most effort I had to go through washing it. So that's how much I liked the movie. Because if it wasn't like, if it was DBZ or Aladdin, I would go through the effort to like make sure this thing is like piss and shit clean. But
Aladdin was not that good. Couldn't save the day. All right,
I couldn't save it because I just lost it.
Mars, what were your thoughts on this movie existing in the first place? Like as it was coming out.
I mean, it was bound to happen. It was just like, oh, okay, this is gonna happen.
All right,
You know,
Jungle
it's just
Book,
like someone's,
Beauty and the Beast. Oh man, they're gonna fuck up Aladdin.
they're gonna fuck up everything.
Cinderella.
They're just gonna. They already did that one. They're just
I know,
gonna.
yeah, I know that, I'm
the most
saying.
baffling one to me is like I knew it was gonna happen was like Lion King. This one was
Yeah.
just like, this is. I'm not surprised, but still fucking like horrendous. It's. I haven't seen all of these live action
I've
ones, but they
only-
basically run a similar theme of like these Disney fucking fans like my sister or just general public audiences that don't really that I will say like movies, but they probably don't like good movies. They like kind of like shit tier movies.
They're the people on Tinder who's like, I like The Office. I loved Aladdin 2019.
I'm not getting into it. If you like The Office and you put that on Tinder, I'm gonna fucking kill you when we
Put
match.
that on your bio. You put that on your bio. I love The Office. It's the defining character trait.
I have said this once before. I am not wishing this upon them, but I would think that it'd be like it would affect our culture in like it would affect our culture on like a level that we've never seen before since like maybe not I'm not gonna say a terrorist attack, but like it would affect our culture if like if it's say like a lot of the cast members, a lot of the male cast members, say like Steve Carell or I don't know any of the other fucking ones, were just like they've just ran like a ring or something of like something illegal, like drug peddling or like children's shit. Nobody can use those gifts. No one can. I dare you to speak about The Office
Yes.
if these people are doing these horrendous crimes. You can't like American society would break because I can't quote my favorite thing anymore because these horrible individuals. We need something like this for my sake.
Right. Before we get into the actors, what were your thoughts seeing the trailers? For this?
The trailers just like they were what I expected. They were just like everything that I liked about the original one was just kind of like things were just being overdone, like the background
Overdone,
just, like,
or if in this case underdone, because it just doesn't look as good.
it's a little both. Like what I would say like overdone would be specifically when like Aladdin is within the what the fuck is it called? The
cave-
giant
the-
like
the
the cave.
The Cave of Wonders.
The Cave of Wonders, and like how so much shit is going on. It's so it's I mean it is, but like it just looks so fucking cluttered. Like I get that that's kind of a point. There's like it's full of riches, but just like it looks like garbage.
No,
I don't like the way how
In
it's, like-
comparison to the original, it doesn't even. You're probably gonna hear that a lot. But it just you'd think it would look slightly better now, or just like compared to something that came out almost 30 years ago now. He's like, oh, our modern technology would make that place look just immense.
you can't do that. It's no, it's like the Cave of Wonder. It just there's no light in that. I'm like remembering it. It's like there's fucking light in the Cave of Wonders. Like especially when he initially went inside of it. There's like it looks like wow, this place looks fucking great. And it's like this one. It seems like I'm looking at it again because I was thinking of something else. It's like Cave of Wonders is full of fucking shit. Like, there's gold coins everywhere.
It's gold. They're just strewn about, but it's like, oh, someone left their chains lying around. And the original's like, oh, it's a Scrooge McDuck vault.
I'm trying to remember it. It's not cluttered, but it's just like what I mean is that it's not clear. There's not enough clarity to me. It's like when I saw like the initial one where it's like he's in the picking up the lamp. It just looks like
he's got to climb up the stupid thing instead of like a cool staircase.
Yeah, just a staircase. It's inconvenient.
That's yeah. We're gonna get to this a little bit, I guess. We're not gonna talk about the whole.
Oh,
thing.
I want to make this clear. I miss like fucking like I'm not really mad. I was a little late to the movie. I missed like a part of One Jump.
God damn it! Oh, you missed a decent amount then.
I missed like
you missed a decent amount.
No, I didn't miss like all of One Jump. I missed like maybe like well, I'll tell him this. I'm looking at his first role in his Al Qaeda 2. I'm not fucking being racist. He has a movie called Nikita, and his role is Al Qaeda 2. I did not. Okay, whatever. He was okay. He's not terrible. There are actors in this that I don't like. I don't like I think I'm gonna just skip the jump because I can't really say much about him. I think he's just very standard. He's just fucking.
He's just a standard, kind of boring. Like there's some of his line deliveries, his performance was okay, I guess.
His line delivery is fine, but he doesn't have the energy that the original voice actor like Aladdin had.
The charisma.
Or just like, whoa, this guy is like a cool thief. He's like suave on his feet. He has like, this is not really him. It's just the writing of what they're doing. It's like they changed up the humor in this movie like quite a bit to fit in like modern standards, which I guess you have to do. But it's just.
I mean, they changed a little bit of that too, yeah. I
just don't like it. It's just like they make him do like a bunch of awkward comedy, and his facial expressions are kind of they're not selling me on the awkwardness. He's an okay actor. Like I'll give him this.
He's alright. I thought Naomi Scott as Jasmine was a little bit better than him, but I don't know. You kind of run into some vaguely the same problems there.
She was basically Jasmine in this movie. She's fine in the movie too. Like I would say she is the best actor in this movie. If I'm just going off.
Yeah, I guess I would agree with that.
They just give her like weird things to do. Like do we want to jump the gun to that one?
I know with like the one song later on.
Yeah, it's.
But we're not gonna talk about it in depth, but we could just like mention.
Yeah, she has a one song later on, and it's just like, oh god.
Oh god. Okay, this is odd. They changed
odd
this
placement, but
it's kind of like her other song too is kind of weird.
I'll give them two things. I don't know if they actually sing the song. I don't know who sing. Do they sing in this? Are they the singers listed?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe. I would assume.
So I'll give them this. I'll give them this. They're not horrible singers. They're not awful singers. I did not cringe. I did not go like, oh fuck, this is terrible when they.
I didn't cringe at their singing ability. It was more just the fact that like, oh man, this sounds like shit. Because of like, oh, it sounds modern. It sounds like something I would hear on the radio. I don't like that.
I mean, I didn't really. I guess I could feel
I felt that
in
way.
like not in all of them. I didn't really feel. Did you feel that way in like fucking like A Whole New World where you're just like? Really?
Yes, I hated that part. Yes.
What did you hate about? I didn't hate it, but it's just like it's not.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about it. I can't get into that right now. I can't.
Well, I'm a hater of all modern.
Yes, exactly. No, it's like, and it's not the fact that it sounds like modern. It's just I think that's a part of the problem. But it's just like the way it sounds. Like I'm sure like most general audiences are gonna love that, but to me it just didn't chart on the radio.
I mean, I'm not arguing that it's like this is not better than. This is be a repeat thing of like in the original, but it's like it sounds fine. Like it doesn't. I don't hear any sort of like this is like a horrible manipulated like piece of shit. Like I don't know like who to compare this to.
I just don't. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that the singing for the most part. When I say the most part, do not jump on me because I know what you're gonna say. But like, I think the singing for the most part of this movie is fine.
Oh, you know, I don't have a problem with the people singing. It's just the way the film.
Do you
did
hate
it.
like the
Just,
instrumentation? There's like on the instruments in this.
The instrumentation's fine itself. I just don't like the way the manipulation of the actors' voices. That's what kills it for me. That's what I have to listen to.
I disagree. I'll give this movie a point for it. And it's not topping it, but it's not like this is like, oh, this is embarrassing, this is horrible. Like, no, this is fine. It's like they're all right singers. I didn't expect them to be like, I thought they were gonna be a lot more like ear piercing, but it was like a little standard, a little bit above.
Yeah, again, I say again, I don't have the problem with the actual actors singing the songs. I don't have the problem with not their voices. Their voices are fine. I don't mind them. It's just I don't like what the actual film, like the actual people who edit. I'm saying like Prince Ali, you could just tell, like, or we probably.
Well, okay, that one is not the same because Will Smith can't sing for shit.
He can't.
If you're like, I'll agree with you that one because he does auto tune in that one. But like, I'm talking about the other actors who actually have the ability.
I would say even like One Jump.
Really?
Jump.
Like,
yeah.
One Jump.
Or like One Jump, or like this, Riff Raff Street Rat. I don't buy that. Again, the actors are not the problem with me. I don't mind their singing. All right. Anyway, it's actually talking.
I think I might hear what you're saying on like One Jump, and I'm trying to think. I don't know. You have fucking earworms. I have no fucking clue.
I guess so. I also don't like most music because it sounds the same to me, like that kind of style of the whatever.
Well, you need to get educated on the music. You need to learn. You gotta open up those ears, open up those ear canals, clear them out, cause like music's cool. Modern music. Come on, there's some cool stuff.
I'm sure, but I don't like all of it. I don't like most of it, in fact.
You're just too far gone.
There's modern songs I like. They're on my Spotify playlist. I have a shit ton of them.
Name one.
I like some stuff by Jungle. They're cool.
I don't listen to Jungle.
Jungle's cool. Busy earning. All right. Anyway, okay. Let's talk about Marwan Kenzari.
Is this Jafar?
That's Jafar.
He is terrible. I'm sorry.
He's terrible.
All right, this guy has a goober face. This is a really mean thing to say, but like, Jafar is a character who, like, through facial expressions, like he's a sinister fuck, and the animators in the movie,
he looks sinister.
Everything about him, from the way he dresses to Jafar's eyes are evil. Jafar's beard is evil. Everything about him screams, I'm a snake. He looks like a fucking snake. This guy doesn't look like a snake. He turns
into a snake in the movie.
He does turn into a snake in this one, or
no, in the original.
Everything. He holds a fucking snake, for God's sake. He looks like, this guy does not look snake.
Perfect analogy. Because like even in the original, it's like, oh, Jafar's like, oh, I'm gonna marry Jasmine.
He's just like he's not angry at all. I never got like a sense of like anger, like this, well, that much from him. He's just like, if I were to put describe him, he just midriff. He didn't have his fucking balls.
So Jasmine didn't have the midriff. That's an equal opportunity.
He didn't have his ball sack sweats or whatever. I don't know what the fuck you call them.
His ball sack.
We all know what it is. It's just like
it's just his balls.
Ever since I was a kid, his fucking like pants look like a fucking ball sack.
His baggy sweatpants.
I love the edits where it just goes like what his knees would look like,
what his legs look like, just like his fat legs. All right.
Yeah, like, there's costume kids, and they're made to like look more Bollywood, I guess. But like, Jafar just looks ridiculous.
He just looks ridiculous. He's got like the stupid ass shoulder pads on.
He just looks... one thing I don't like is that like they take, and this is like everything, they take the heart and like the fun out of this and just make it into a really serious, boring movie. Like everything, even little things. It's like, why did you do this? Why'd you turn fucking his parrot into just an actual parrot?
That's bad. Because Iago's not even like in the original. He's like a supporting.
Is his name Iago?
Iago. Yeah. It's
Iago. I'm thinking of the fucking one from like Lion King. It's like, what was his name? Zazu.
That was Zazu.
All right, Iago is like, yeah, he's a fucking cool part of the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, it's funny to see him go back and forth with Jafar about stupid shit.
Yeah, because he actually has a personality. Gilbert Godfrey.
He gave him a name. He doesn't have a name in this. He's just Parrot. You come with me.
No, he's called Iago in this movie too.
No, I never heard him call him Iago.
No, they say his name. I remember that.
But did he name him that, or did the fucking Sultan name him that?
Jafar called him that.
I remember like at the end of the thing where he's just like. He turns into like the genie and he just goes like, Parrot, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
He didn't say Iago, he just said Parrot.
I don't know. I wonder who voiced Iago in this. It's not
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie voiced.
Anybody could have voiced him. He was just a parrot. It's just like
He was just a parrot and he had like this most generic like he had no personality. He just said lines.
They took away his wingman, his literal wingman. They gave him to just a guy who he has a nice beard, but he doesn't have a cool beard. He doesn't have
a
his
cool
sinister
beard.
nature is not the same.
They used like the thing where like Iago's like, oh, he's spying on people. They used it like 5 times in this movie. Just Iago's just like, oh, a scene happens and Iago saw it.
Iago can fucking sense anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Jedi. All right, but anyway, Mars, we're gonna talk about the big boy.
Oh, okay. So
William.
He's not good. He's not good.
I didn't dislike him as much as I thought I would have from the trailer, but he's not.
He's not very great. It's just like he's not garbage, but he's just kind of lame. It's like nothing he really says is truly funny. The things that he tries to do to kind of emulate Robin Williams is just not the same. It's really hard to recreate the genie when the genie's entire creation was based around Robin Williams and who he was.
Yeah, you can tell by like Disney completely failing when the fucking Aladdin sequel came out.
Yeah, so
getting Dan Castellaneta.
So Will Smith is not entirely Robin Williams' genie, but when he does do it, it is some of the worst things in the movie.
It's not great.
It's just.
I actually found the parts where he wasn't even like trying to emulate. Well, the parts where he wasn't like the big blue genie, and he was just like in like his normal.
Will Smith.
Like, he's just Will Smith. I like that better. It's better parts of the movie.
Yeah, it's just like when he's just Will Smith. It's like, well, Will Smith, you know, I'm tired of fucking seeing him. I'm hoping that this movie sucks so bad, or like the upcoming movie sucks so bad, so I can stop seeing him because I'm tired of looking at Will Smith.
It's his face. That's my mother. My mother is like the exact same way with Samuel L. Jackson. She's like, motherfucker's in too many movies.
I like seeing Sam Jackson because he's in good things. What has Will Smith been in that was good in the last 10 years? This whole fucking decade, he's been horrible. He's been like just fucking horrible. He was in. I don't want to see it. He was in Men in Black 3. He was in After Earth. He was in fucking Suicide Squad. Fucking Annie. Was he in Annie? Was he in fucking...
He was not.
He was in Annie. He was...
Was he?
Wait, was he a producer? Why did it say he's a... I think he was like a background character in Annie. Or he's at least the producer. Like every black person in Hollywood was. He was in fucking Focus. Concussion? You want to give him that one? I don't. Collateral Beauty. Bright. And now he's gonna be in a... His best movie is literally gonna be fucking Spies in Disguise this whole decade. Fuck Will Smith. Okay, that's not... He's just lame. He's just kind of lame. Like... I think the additions that they try to do with them, like they give fucking Genie a fucking like human fleshlight. They give him that, and it's just like that addition to just giving like the Genie like a romantic partner is not funny or cool at all either.
Yeah, it's not great, but I didn't. That's probably the part of the movie I had the least problems with.
They make Genie do a lot more, because this whole movie is just like some comedy. They make Genie do a bunch of awkward comedy, and it's, I didn't like it in Aladdin. I didn't like it when like the Genie was doing it either.
I think I chuckled like a couple times, and the awkward comedy had me chuckling like twice. That's about it though. And it's like, but they kept doing it. That's the problem.
And the visual stuff with them, it's not cool. It's like there's limitations what they have to do. I think the biggest example of this is Prince Ali, because like it was fun when you saw Genie just fuck around in the crowd. Just
yeah, he turns into like a little tiger for the kids.
He turns
like a big fat guy. He's boisterous. They try and recreate it by like, oh, Will Smith is like the girl. She's just like we see with the girls, but it's like, oh, it's not the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are not the same, because they do scenes that are literally the same because it's based on a fucking movie like a retard. That's what I'm saying. But like I found another one. It doesn't involve Will Smith, but like when they were saying like the fat.
The problem I have with like the music in the movie, just like how the way it sounds like that.
Yeah, and it's just like.
Still, I think
he's rap.
All right, I could talk about what you missed a little bit, and then we're just gonna probably jump around a bit in
What
this
did
movie
I
and just
miss?
describe what we thought.
What did I miss?
You miss? Okay, so the beginning of the movie is
Does it start with Will Smith?
It does start with Will Smith. So Will Smith is on a boat, and he's first tasted like the music in the movie, and that did obviously Will Smith is like, oh, you can say what you want about his singing, but like he was not good at all in this movie in terms of his singing performance, and just that's the first taste of what you have, and it's like, oh man, this is great. This is what I'm in for. And then yeah, it starts showing like it starts showing off like everything in the movies. Like they showed the Cave of Wonders, which it looks like ass, but Cave of the Wonders is looks so bland and boring.
Look, there's a thing on there's a little jewel, Abu.
No, I don't even mean like the cave itself. I mean like the outside of it, just like the face of the cave.
Yeah. It doesn't have like it doesn't have the cool looking like panther thing. It doesn't have like the cool like knight like.
The cool, like, it doesn't have the cool thing where it's like, oh, it's made out of sand. It's like a big, gigantic panther coming to life and just, like, opening its mouth. No, it's just a cave with a panther face on it.
They came to that thing in, like, the daytime, right? They never did that in, like,
yeah,
the
original,
did they?
No, you just saw it at night because it was cooler at night.
Yeah, in this one, they showed up at the daytime, or did they show up? They showed up, because I remember they, like, fucking abduct, like, they abducted
They abduct Aladdin, and they tried going into it at daytime, but I think they skipped to night.
All right, we're gonna wait here for 10 hours, and then you're gonna go jump into the fucking thing.
Yeah, but you missed Arabian Nights, and Will Smith is like, oh, his little mixed race children.
No, I missed them I missed them until the end.
This movie overuses the Arabian Nights theme, by the way. Like they played the thing like 5 times. I was kind of tired of it.
Yeah, but. Is that all I missed? I just missed Will Smith's shitty.
You missed that. You missed like, oh, the film changes things around with like, oh, Jasmine, she ran out of the palace immediately.
Oh man.
It's like I don't know if you saw this, but like there's one part where like they're showing Aladdin stealing like jewels and stuff to like get rations or whatever, and it's like, oh, we finally, me and Abu, we got our little bread here. We got our sugar teats or whatever. Yeah, okay, so Aladdin's just like walking down the street, and it's like he passes a homeless man, like an old homeless man, and he's like, ah, fuck you, old man, I'm gonna eat these myself. And then he sees the children like 5 feet away from him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna give it to these children instead.
Fucking
literally, it's just like
fuck the old.
The elderly, they do not
the
matter
elderly
in comparison to these children.
Oh, they don't. I mean, like, it's true. They don't.
I guess so.
Colin, what is that old man gonna do?
No, I just found it funny that like 5 feet, the old guy, like, oh, he rejected him, but then like 5 steps later, he just like sees these children. It's like, you know what, you deserve it more.
They do. They're children. This guy's like old. He'll probably like, I don't know. He'll probably be like, oh, I'm too full.
He can't spare a single piece.
He'll eat a fucking piece of bread and goes like, I'm full. I'm sick. And he pisses and shitters himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it to real kids that deserve it.
Yeah, but then one jump starts happening.
Okay.
It doesn't. I still don't think it like the music in this movie sounds good. Like thinking back to it.
I think the music, for the most part, is okay. I didn't realize this is a. Oh my god, this is someone pissing in my ears. Oh god, this is cringy.
No, I wasn't having that problem. Just like, oh, I don't think this sounds good, and I don't want to listen to it. That's my thing.
The only time where I saw like your modern complaint really like in full force was just like it's just in like literally like Prince Ali. The other ones is like, except for that other song, that original song that they put in.
There's 2 original songs.
No, the one that you know what I'm making fun of.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Jafar is like, oh, he's relatable because it's like, oh, I'm just like you, Aladdin.
They kind of do parallel each other. I mean, like it's just in this one, it's not really good. It's just like Jafar and like Aladdin, they basically are like spitting images of each other, of just like how it would happen if you fucking like succumb to your greed. You just become fucking Jafar probably. The one thing I just hated about this one was just like what subtext is this one? It's like, oh man, Jafar wants to build stronger borders and invade other cultures.
He wants to just invade that one culture.
Invade other cultures.
He said that like 5 times in the movie.
It's like, oh man, I wonder what this is, or like the fucking.
He wants to invade Cyrodiil, it's like whatever the fuck it's called.
Or just like fucking like Jasmine. Oh, despite being overly qualified for the position, will still never achieve being Sultan because of her gender or sex. It's like, okay, I get it.
Ah, man, it's a Disney movie in 2019, Mars. They can't do that.
Wow, fucking subtle. There's no subtlety to this at all. It's like,
not at all.
It's just like literally just laid out to you like a fucking carpet.
Speaking of carpet, the carpet was alright.
It looks like a fucking. He doesn't have any. He barely has as much personality in this one.
He does not have as much personality. I just like
the only thing he just like fucking is just laughs once, and then like after that, I forget he's in the whole fucking movie until like one other part.
After a whole bunch of stupid things, like Aladdin gets into the Cave of Wonders. It's not. It does not look as good or even as interesting as the old. Like, goddamn, we keep bringing up the original. It's hard. It's not. It's hard.
I mean, like, a remake. It's literally impossible.
It's nigh impossible to not talk about this without talking about the original.
You can do that, but this feels like, you know, it's based off it. You know,
it's based off of
comparison.
This wouldn't exist without it.
Comparison. That's bound to fucking happen, especially with how fucking like Aladdin came out in like 91 or 90, I don't know, early 90s.
92.
It's not too fucking old to where, or like there's
almost 30.
So it's still fresh. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't look as cool. It just looks like someone like. So it really does kind of look like, looking back at it now, it just looks like a bunch of some person like, we need pennies on set.
Yeah, they just left their change around.
Throw some pennies. Look, it's the same necklace that you saw earlier. We just reused the asset.
They could have just used. Yeah, they could have just like that entire room could have been made out of like all the coins in that room could have been made of actual gold, and I still wouldn't be impressed.
Little Cave of Wonders looks like fucking DuckTales.
Yeah, DuckTales is cooler.
So
yeah, he gets the lamp, and we could see our big blowy Smurf man.
It's not as cool. It's like when he does like a fucking like Friend Like Me, it just looks
his jokey Friend Like Me.
His jokey Friend Like Me. It doesn't have the same energy. Will Smith can't fucking sing. The effect.
I think another problem I have with some of the songs, just like it feels like they brushed past like some of the songs. This movie's 2 hours long, and it felt like a slog, honestly. But like when it got to the actual singing part, it just felt like that movie was on fast forward. Like both in the visuals and like the way the song was like worked around.
Yeah, I don't really have a very long-lasting, you know, impression really. It's something like those other ones. It's like, whoa, I get sucked into it. It's like I'm not really as sucked into it as with this one. The only time where I could say like I was sort of doing that was kind of A Whole New World. It didn't fucking like I'm just looking at it. It's like this is fine. They're just going on an adventure. The effects are not fucking probably the most okay effects in this one. Just like when they're on the whole fucking carpet. This is my favorite part of the fucking movie is like when Genie's just talking to Aladdin and he's just doing some shit like Robin Williams is like fucking like just transforming into different shit, and then it's like a faraway Will Smith and he just says, I want to go home, man.
That was alright.
Just want to go home. That's a literal.
It's
That's a
funny.
literal fucking like thing that he said on the set. It's like it was just he was
Like, oh.
he was standing in front of a green screen. And they was like, "We gotta paint you blue." And it's like, I want to go home.
Yeah. Speaking of green screen, I don't know. Just some parts of the movie just kind of look like.
Oh, when they were like in their
They
little
look
palace,
ugly as hell
when they're in
sometimes.
their palace, that is entirely. It was very. I mean, like, yeah, it's obviously a green screen, but like it's. The worst thing you can say about a green screen is when you can just like. You can just like. It like a lot of movies use fucking blue screen, green screen, like a lot of their fucking shit, and especially in these big budget Hollywood movies. The problem is when it's like very evident, like it's just very like too blatant. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
exactly. That's what I felt during A Whole New World too. It's just like there's some parts of that where you like the visuals.
They
it's
did
like,
not
oh, man,
actually
they
make
were,
them fly.
They did not do that.
They should have. They should
were
have
on-
launched
they
them
were
with a
on a
fucking
blue-
catapult.
They were on a blue screen. Jasmine was they probably had a fan blowing so Jasmine's like ribbons can flip.
I didn't think
Just did
that
not-
scene.
It just didn't look good. Like if you, I'm sure you
It
look
didn't-
back
it
at
didn't
it,
look-
you probably notice it more.
probably could have, but like, I don't know. I think probably looking back, probably wasn't as good, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was atrocious.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about this thing is like it's bad, but it's not as like I would say it's better than like I don't know what's a Disney live action movie. It's not better than
The
Jungle Book.
Agent. I think I like Jungle Book a little bit more, but then again, I barely remember Jungle Book at all.
I like this more than like Maleficent, I guess.
That's not a remake. That's a reimagining.
Oh, that's its own thing. It's better than like all those Alice in Wonderland fucking movies.
That's not a remake. Those are sequels.
Fuck you. Fuck off. I don't know. When they get to, it's basically, we already said this about Prince Ali. It just looks kind of,
Sweet Prince Ali.
it just looks lame because they can't
It's
fucking
just lame in
do
comparison.
comparison.
Singing, Will Smith can't sing.
Will Smith can't sing. The additions, like this goes into the Sultan. The Sultan, what I don't like what they did to him. Like I just think that he's just kind of like
He's like in the original. He's boisterous and fun.
he's boisterous and
And this
fun,
was-
like in everything about him, even in his fucking height. He's like a fucking like
He's a
little
midget.
person,
Yeah.
and like he's just like he's like very excited when he sees Prince Ali. Like, who the fuck is this? This guy's cool. He's into it. This one, he's like, I guess he's just stern and boring.
No, he's just he's strict.
He's just like, no, Jasmine, you woman.
Your mother died.
Your mother died, so fuck off. We'll bang later.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what sultans did back in the day.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what
You
a
never-
fucking sultan is. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what they do in Agrabah. Okay.
Should go see.
This
Agrabah's right next to Wakanda, right?
Agrabah and Wakanda. We don't know what they do.
Yeah, we don't know what they do.
I don't fucking know what Agrabah's like. Fucking like standards of it are. But
And I think I noticed with Prince Ali is they changed like some things around. Like in the original, they like the lyric is like, oh, he's got he's got slaves, he's got servants and flunkies. And this one is like he's got 10,000 servants and flunkies instead of they don't mention slaves.
they Clumpy like this is a bad thing. They did not make
It's a downgrade.
criticisms. They don't say slaves, pussies.
Yeah, exactly, right. I think another part I actually did kind of like was just like the when they get to like the big Prince Ali, like that they hold the key for like a minute, and just like they're waiting for the Sultan to let him go. It's like, we're not gonna go unless you say it.
It'd be funny if there's an edit where he just never does it.
He just never does it.
He just,
I like that.
You just see the edit of him just walking away. It goes like,
That's pretty good. That'd be pretty good.
that's meme worthy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but they get to that. They do the stupid, awkward humor, which I did. I chuckled at one part. It was like, oh, so do you want to buy me? Yes.
that one's okay, but the one
That was
that I'm
okay,
mostly
that's it.
complaining about is like they keep doing the running joke of like, we have jams. It's like,
Yeah, that sucks.
this sucks. Like, oh, he has jams, and you have the fucking like, I don't know what she was. I thought she was just like some white bitch, but I'm not.
She's a housemaid.
I know she's like a housemaid. It was like, who the fuck is this? Like, is she like a white chick
I don't know.
or some
She
shit?
she is a new character.
Kill her. I just don't like her. She just like, she looks awkward, which that's looking at the point. She's just like, I just never found her funny. I didn't find like
The
her
lightest
weird.
skinned woman in Agrabah.
I didn't find her fucking like dumb facial expressions like funny either, because they just kind of like, she has to like put on a face because she's a servant, and servants like.
I thought she was okay.
I did not
for
like
what she was.
I didn't like it. It just felt like it's like, do you really need this? Do I need
didn't- no,
Genie
it
to have
definitely-
like
it
a
definitely-
relationship?
Oh no, that was definitely not necessary. But that being said, those were probably those parts I probably liked a little bit more than like anytime they tried to like emulate the original.
Yeah. It's just like, if you're gonna do this, make some sequel shit.
Yeah,
There is one.
Return to Jafar.
Return of
There's
They
two-
should adapt Return of Jafar. About all of these ones, if you want to say like which ones to do, if they just never did this one, just did Return of Jafar, I'd be
Just
like,
Return to Jafar.
yeah, I'd be fine.
They just did the sequel.
Yeah, it's just like they're just like they had too much like, yeah, we're not gonna
We can't afford Aladdin.
we ain't gonna
Let's make.
we ain't gonna do Aladdin like that, but we'll do it to the sequels.
So it's like the Kim Possible movie, but it's just like it's a Disney Channel original, but instead of Aladdin, it's just Return to Jafar.
Yeah, just I mean they deserve remakes. Like those movies deserve to be it. Aladdin
This
one-
probably deserve just like an actual like a reimagining in like the 2D form than an actual like live action.
Like when they do Hunchback of Notre Dame, they should just do the sequel. Just like just do that. 102 Dalmatians, just to make sure that people's like, this isn't a remake. This is a whole entirely different new movie. Just to trick them.
Yeah, but so I guess we're just gonna skip to a whole new world. All right, say what you want about the fucking about the actual song itself, but I personally just. I guess just bias for just not like for literally loving and growing up with the original. It's just looking at that and just the way it was done. I was just, I don't know. It felt like a slap in the face, honestly. Just like looking at it. Because with the original, you just had like way more. You had colors. You had purple. And this one's just like a mundane, stupid looking blue.
It's just, it is kind of like, I didn't think it was the worst thing, but it's just so, like, it was just kind of like, it's just like, yeah, this is a demake. Like, that's a lot of things in this whole movie. Like, a lot of stuff is just like, the bigger moments are just demakes because, like, the animation in that movie is, like, incredible. And just art,
That part,
direction is fucking great. This one is just kind of like,
they did more cooler things. They went to Egypt. They went to Asia. This one, they just we flew on a lake.
I remember they went over a fucking lake. That's like, dang.
That's it.
Agrabah kind of looks like Agrabah kind of looks like ass, to be honest. Like
It
the whole like
does.
how like the actual buildings and stuff look like, damn.
Yeah, even like the Grand Palace is just like, oh,
This
that looks kind of lame.
This looks like some nigga's home.
like a rapper in Dubai.
Yeah, it just it is a home to people, but it just looks like I could picture like, yeah, you just go into Indonesia or just like yeah,
like if we went through like an electronic apocalypse, this is what like Detroit would look like.
it's like they went to DJ Khaled's house and they went like, can we like film here for like a day? And he's like, another one. Like this is like DJ Khaled if he like were to like make his home like Middle Eastern themed. It's like, this is what I would do to it.
Welcome to my crib.
There's no like anything in there that like looks like cool or like looks expensive. Like the bed looks expensive, but like there's no like gold or like dumb shit in it. It's just,
Jasmine's dress. That's it though.
yeah.
All the sweatshop laborers who made that.
Jasmine, do you think Jasmine would still have slaves?
Probably.
It would go against that character a little bit. It'd be like, I want the people to like, I want to give love to the poor and like all the people. But it goes like, but low key though, I need some like slaves to make me a new dress for the dance. So
I would imagine that's how it was made.
chop chop. It'd be weird if she were to like, if they could they give her Sultan like shit at the end of the movie?
I mean, she doesn't have control over that. It's just like it's her dad. Her dad
She's the
runs the big.
she's the fucking Sultan at the end of the movie, right?
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know you're going that direction.
If she has slaves in the eventual sequel, I was like, you are fucking full of shit, Jasmine.
I mean, she can't.
Did she have slaves in the last one and like in the sequels to like Return of Jafar?
I don't think they. No. Well, yeah. Disney would. The only thing mentioned.
They
about
didn't get a
slaves was the
fucking. I don't think they got a fair wage. Jasmine's a fucking hypocrite. She sucks.
I'm trying to. This is another thing. I was just trying to remember like, what were things that I liked about the movie that weren't just like, oh, aping off the original, like, oh, they did this wrong, they did this wrong, whatever. But it's like, what did I like about this movie that wasn't just that? It's like, I like Jafar's scepter.
I like Jafar, and he fucking owns that fucking guy in like the start of the movie.
Oh, the fucking 300 well scene.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Just beats this fucking, like, blows him and like sends him down a fucking hole.
I think another thing was just like, just Jafar is just not even intimidating in this at all. Just like his voice, not even just like his physical appearance, like obviously, but just like
Jafar looks
his
like
voice is just his voice entirely.
Yeah, his voice, his mannerisms.
You know what? I was getting flashbacks of Venom, like just watching him.
Jafar is like if you find the one Arab kid in like a college play and like put him in like a whole entire feature film. It goes like, you're Jafar. It's
Wasn't that like that was your Venom comparison? Just like, oh, you get that one that one Arab kid in high school got bullied.
Oh yeah. I don't. There seems to be a trend of just like, you are the one minority that we are like in the office right now. So like, can you please play Jafar?
You got off the.
Your main MO is like accounting, but like you could be Jafar.
You got off the set of GQ. You're perfect for Jafar.
I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe these guys are like Bollywood actors. Like, is this guy a Bollywood actor?
I have no idea.
Hey, Bollywood's a good industry. Go there.
Yeah, see Sigham. Watch Sigham.
Be in Singham 7, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. It's like maybe this guy's cool or something. Maybe he'll be cool in the future. I don't know what other movies he'll be in because they don't make a lot of movies with leads like from like where he's from.
No.
But maybe I'll see him around in like, I don't know, like some other movie and he'll be like, "Well, that's the guy that played Jafar. He's not shit in this."
Maybe. It's possible.
I don't know. He'll probably play like some bad guy in like some Marvel movie. It's like the Captain America sequel. I don't fucking know. No, not anymore.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
You did it, Cap. You beat up the Arabs.
Yeah.
Good job, team.
So yeah, a whole bunch of things happen. Jafar gets the lamp. He becomes all powerful. He fucks up everything. He becomes the sorcerer. Becomes the sultan. Take away Jasmine, and then she has her epic original song moment. Her second one.
That song is weird.
That song is so weird.
It's like, it's weird, not because like I thought all the songs just from the original were just gonna be the only songs, but then they added this one. I was like,
they added 2 songs.
Fuck? It's not. I don't like any. I don't really like how this one's done, and I don't like how it's like visually it is, because it's just like the whole movie actually like literally fucking freezes. It's like Jasmine's just singing, and she's just like everyone's like evaporated and like everyone's
they get
stuck in place.
snapped by Thanos for some reason.
Yeah,
I didn't understand. Like, it's supposed to be like symbolism. I thought it reminded me of like a stage play. I don't understand what the point of that was.
It was like a 2000s fucking music video of like a woman getting like.
It looks like something that would be on like the DVD or something. It's like a deleted scene.
Again, they missed a chance at comedy because like their whole thing is like, I won't be silent. It would have been funny if the fucking like Jafar is like, door closed, and then she just like, you hear her muffling behind the door. Or they just take her away. Like she tried to like shrug away these guards, and it goes like, they're too powerful. I was like, no, you're coming to the dungeon. You're not gonna say anything.
Won't be silent.
Yeah, and then they add like this other guy. What's his name? Akeem or Hashim? Or
I think he was supposed to be. You know, like remember like the big guard from the original, like the one that's like distinctive, played by like Jim Cummings or something.
Oh, it's just like this.
I think it was just that guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hashim from Aladdin.
Hashim.
Hakeem, I don't know. Hakeem Olajuwon.
And he tried to disobey Jafar, and then he got sent to the dungeon. He didn't die. He got sent to the dungeon. Same thing with Raja. He couldn't turn into a kitty. He just got sent to the dungeon.
What was like Jafar doing to like the Sultan again, where he's like
he was like choking him, like force choking him.
Jafar's like, I thought he was giving him like I'm remembering like he was just giving him like a fucking aneurysm.
Pretty much.
Ah, you're killing my white I punched the mic. You're killing my white friend and dad.
Yeah, and Genie's like, no.
I'll marry you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically,
there's like a big, grandiose, epic chase thing that happens that there was no tension in that for me at all.
Oh, the chase where like
Iago's like the big gigantic crow or like parrot. It's like a monster for some reason. Looks like Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah,
I felt nothing with that.
It looks like shit too. I thought it was funny, like the one part where like fucking Jafar's like they're about to like get married to like Jasmine. It's like, today, woman.
Yeah. Can we talk about how terrible Jafar looked as a genie?
Yeah, he looks fucking ass. He doesn't look threatening. He kind of looks like a goober. Oh yeah, they don't even like really. They don't really make him like that red. No,
he's like a weird red. He's like Thanos red.
Yeah, he's like a weird.
Like a red Thanos, like Red Hulk.
Yeah, he's just like. I remember like he just kind of looked like just like him, but like just
red.
Just like he's like slightly red.
Just slightly red. He's big buff.
They fucking CG. Jafar is not. Yeah, he's a genie, but like. Actually, Will Smith isn't that buff, to be honest. He looks like he lost weight midway. You notice that? Like I remember
did not
he looked
notice
fat.
that.
I was looking at him, and he looked like he was two different body types. Like I remember, like one time, like at the early part of the thing, he kind of looks a little chunkier, but by the end of it, he's like his fucking like outfit barely even fucking fits him anymore.
I did not see that.
Maybe I'm just being too judgmental of Will Smith's own body, but like I remember he looked a little fatter on like when he's like talking to like Aladdin, like in the early stages where like he's like, so you're my master.
Yeah.
Do some shit.
So when Aladdin frees Genie, he turns into a human. Does that imply that like, the genie was originally human, like Jafar? I didn't understand that.
Was that like a question that was like
No, because like when
he remains genie and like when he becomes he remains like genie form.
Yeah, and originally he's just still a genie, but he's just free. But in this one, he just turns into a human like normal. He doesn't turn back into that genie form at all.
Maybe he's just cursed.
Yeah.
Can he still like fuck around and do shit, or is he just like powerless now?
I think he's just powerless now. He's a useless Will Smith.
Fucking downgrade.
He's a downgrade.
Listen, as long as he just doesn't make that third wish, he can just do shit. Like you just, just be epic. Like
be epic, yeah.
What is freedom, anyways? It's like you're still a slave to like Jasmine.
To Agrabah.
Yeah, you can't leave Agrabah.
No, he left Agrabah. He's with his kids, his mixed race kids.
Nah. Jasmine
He's in the ocean.
got
What are you talking about?
Jasmine got like another boat like tracking him down.
At the beginning, there's like a bigger boat.
You can't be telling fucking Agrabah's secrets. Where the fuck is he going, anyways?
I don't know.
Where the fuck did he go? He's just like, we're gonna go out to the sea, but like where?
Literally.
I think their kids probably could like be at a health risk. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Agrabah does not look like
I'm assuming life expectancy wasn't very big back then. Back in Agrabah time. I think I noticed we're talking about Aladdin. We barely fucking talked about him at all.
About Aladdin himself?
Yeah, we barely talked about him.
Well, it's really hard to like talk about him when it's like he doesn't do anything like
he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't
do anything atrocious, but he doesn't do anything good neither.
No, it's just
we mentioned more Jasmine.
Like about him.
Mentioned more Jasmine, obviously more Will Smith, and more Jafar. Every
Aladdin.
other person.
Fuck Aladdin. I mean, like, the movie makes it out like Jasmine's more. Jasmine has much more going on.
She has
in this
more
one
staying
than like the
power.
original.
She becomes the Sultan.
Like in the original, like Jasmine kind of like. There's a lot of I remember there's little portions of it where she kind of like fucks off for a little bit.
She does. Because it's more.
It's like, I remember there was like this part of like after a whole new world, she kind of fucks off.
Yeah, she does.
Big part of the movie.
She doesn't even have any. She doesn't have any songs in the original, like her own songs. She just has a whole new world.
She should have.
I think it's just evidence. Like we've been bitching and moaning about the original this whole entire time, but it's like, man, That movie, the original's like 90 minutes. This movie's 2 hours and 8 minutes or whatever.
That's
And
one thing. That's what I don't like about it. This movie's longer, but I feel like their relationship between like Jasmine and Aladdin is still like not even like better. It's like it's not only like this.
It adds more, and it's like it's needless.
It adds more, but it does less.
It does.
It's like their relationship was like very brief and like their interactions, but like you can tell they love each other.
You can tell. Just
but
tell
like
that.
this one is like they have more interaction, and I guess by the end of it they love each other. But it's just like
The previous film, this movie does the exact same things the original does. It just does them the worse.
yeah.
This makes this movie useless.
Well, no, it makes it serves a purpose. It serves a purpose for like older audiences because this is like a notion that is like still just exists where like they don't want to watch the cartoon anymore because like, oh, well, you know, that one was for kids. This one is for, you know, adults like me because it has real people in it and not cartoony things like Robin Williams. Robin Williams, you know, he's just a cartoon.
He is just a joke. Oh yeah, but anyway, fucking people say like, oh, the original's for kids. Like, oh, it could still be like, still, you know, as a person who's turning 20 next month, it's like, oh man, I watched the original. It still fucking holds up a lot. It's just it's still so good.
But it doesn't have real people.
It does not have real people. It just has Tim Curry.
He's not real.
He's not real. Not especially.
I don't really know what really to say about it because it's just the movie. It's just like it's just boring.
It's boring. This movie exists. That's it.
It's another $1 billion. It's another billion dollar effort from Disney. They you know, they take control C, control P to the next level.
This movie costs like millions and millions of dollars. It's like, I expected it to look a little.
Why it doesn't look a little bit better?
Yeah. It's like some of the just like you know,
well, you can't
evident.
replace animation.
I know you can't replace it, but it's like better for like looking in live action. I just it didn't look appealing to me at all.
It looks like a lot. It looks like just like what the fuck is this? Men in Black? What the fuck? Okay, it looks like a. It looks like this movie is mostly marketing. It's like. It's just market, like most of the budget went to like marketing. Like, I could probably say that like there's a bunch of movie money dumped into like the effects, but it's like it's clearly like most of it is dumped in like, look, Will Smith is having fun. Look at these non-white actors that we wish that we could cast. They were fucking wishing that they could have cast someone like not like that. But they can't fucking do that, so it's like, we're gonna crucify it. So it's like, all right, we gotta spend so much fucking money on this.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, that was Aladdin.
Yeah, it's a fucking stinker.
It's just it's lame, stinks, boring.
Like,
I don't know. I out of what we've seen so far this year, right, this is probably this is definitely gonna be on like my top 5 bottom tier. I don't know where it's probably right now it's at number 5, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember what we saw this year that I hated. I didn't hate this movie, but I really didn't like it. I would give it like a 3 out of 10. I did not enjoy it.
I'd probably say the same. Exactly that rating. Worst movies of 2019. I didn't hate Glass, but it is on. I
didn't care for Glass.
Serenity. Not the. Wait. I have a question. You know what? I'm gonna do a hot take. I had more fun in fucking like Medea.
I had more fun in Medea. Oh yeah, Medea is on there. Never mind.
Medea and Hellboy were better movies.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like these fucking forgettable ass movies.
Would you rather watch Hellboy than this?
Oh, I was thinking about that. Like while, because I remember, because like I mentioned how I cringed in Aladdin. I cried. I cringed in Aladdin like a couple times.
This is you and Captain Marvel. You know what? I think the worst movie probably is like I guess we're just talking about the worst movie. Do you think Ugly Dolls? If we ever, we're not gonna watch that.
We're not gonna
for this,
watch
but
that shit.
Do you think Ugly Dolls is worse than Aladdin? There's some shit movies this year.
I'm sure.
There's some good movies, and then there's a lot of good movies that, especially like released in this month, that I like or want to see. But like, this is the worst one of the month for me.
Oh yeah, I would say that. I would definitely agree with that. Ugly
'Cause,
Dolls.
like-
I'm probably never gonna see that movie.
I guess you can't really say that one's the worst if you're never gonna watch it.
I'm not. I don't have any reason to see that.
What about A Dog's Way Home?
I need to see that.
And you catch up on the fucking Dogs movie.
Fuck Slay. Had an argument with Slay, but fucking the author of those books, he just didn't know. The fuck?
Fuck you. He's Aussie one.
He didn't.
I
though.
gave you the L.
He didn't.
I put an image of L, so that means you won.
That's exactly what that means. Even though you said later that he concedes and I won.
Still an L.
Yeah. Still an L that I know who fucking wrote A Dog's Purpose and A Dog's
I don't know
Journey.
why he didn't know that. Like, I looked it up after I posted that. I was like, Slay, what the fuck are you... I don't know what happened. Slay, keep this in. Slay, you're a fucking idiot.
Alright, so that was Aladdin. Alright, let's talk about this next thing.
I like this
Movie
one
like a little
a
bit
lot.
more.
Detective Pikachu!
I don't know. I don't want to hear a jovial Mars at all. That's not.
I like doing
It's not
jovial.
cool.
I like doing
Cursed.
Sonic impressions like Detective. Yeah, that's not Sonic.
That's not Sonic. Detective Pikachu is the Pokemon movie, Mars.
It's the Pokemon movie. I took my dad.
It is.
I'm gonna talk. I'm
It's
gonna
the
be
Pokemon
jovial
movie.
this whole fucking segment.
I'll probably talk about more things than Detective Pikachu.
Yeah,
Because
Pikachu.
Yeah. Mars, what is your history? Mars, we're gonna talk
History of
about
fucking
Detective Pikachu.
Pokemon?
What? Yeah, what's your history with Pokemon?
Thought it was lame. No, I didn't think Pokemon
Okay.
was. I like Yu-Gi-Oh more than this one, but like I watched Pokemon, I watched the anime, and I never played the fucking card games. I was like, this card game fucking sucks. This looks like shit.
Oh, that's most. Was the Yu-Gi-Oh card game?
Yu-Gi-Oh card game
Because I
was
had
cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh card. I had both Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards. I didn't play a
I
single one
played
of those
Yu-Gi-Oh
games
with my
ever.
dad, and I was like, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass with my dual disc, and he was like, I wanna watch fucking football. I was like, no.
I want to watch football, not play your stupid ass Yu-Gi.
So like, I like that. I like the anime, but like everyone, I like the fucking games where I played Pokemon Gen 2. I'm like fucking like. Here's the thing that was funny is like, I had like a Game Boy Advance, and instead of playing the newer games, I just played the older ones, like Gen 2, because I just looked at the cartridge. It's like, this one's shiny. I like this one. It's big and shiny. And it's like, my mom, like, I remember my mom just going like, you don't want this one? They say this one's new, and say like this one like I don't know. It was like,
So you skipped down on like a Diamond and Pearl? Or what?
I didn't skip on those. I skipped on Gen 3 because it's like, this one's
Oh,
not
okay.
shiny. I skipped Gen 3 even though I probably would have liked it, and it's just like, because
I never played Gen 3.
a lot of people haven't. I didn't skip Gen 3 for the reasons. I skipped Gen 3 because I just thought like, oh, the cartridge looks bad. This one's not. This one's
The
not
cartridge for Gen 2, like gold and silver, is really cool.
gold. Yeah, it's just like, this one's gold. And I'm 5.
Yeah,
and I like gold.
I'm pretty much gonna ape the exact same thing you said. Like I probably love I love Pokemon when I was a kid, and I would watch the cartoons, watch the reruns all the time. I would watch the new ones that would suck. It's like, okay,
New ones are
they're
alright.
fine. They're alright.
New ones are
So,
better.
I haven't watched a single one now.
They have cool
I
animation.
haven't watched one of those in like a decade.
You didn't like
Anyway.
Diamond and Pearl's anime? You didn't like Paul?
I like that. Yeah, I like Paul. Paul's cool.
I like his name just being Paul.
He's just Paul. His Chimchar. He would beat his Chimchar. What the hell?
His name is Paul. He has a monkey Pokemon. This is
He has
like
a monkey-
connected to
Hi,
fucking
I'm Paul.
Jimmy Neutron.
Hi. Someone please animate Chimchar saying hi, I'm Paul.
It's too coincidental.
Yeah, but I also started Pokemon on Gen 2. I had I had gold, and then later on I got hard gold. I got the stupid Pokewalker. I would watch all the cartoons. My cousin would give me my cousin gave me like vintage Pokemon cards from like when the movie came out. like straight up like.
I watched those fucking movies.
I watched those movies too. I don't remember. I remember almost none of them except I remember the Lucaria movie a little bit, the Celebi movie. I think that had Celebi in it, or was that? Oh, that's the next one. Never mind. Or was it the next one? I don't know.
What's the Pokemon? See, I'm not. Listen, I used to have a fuck ton of Pokemon knowledge, but
I think it was Snivy. Never mind. Not Snivy. God damn it.
What's the fuck? I like the Jirachi one.
Oh, Shank. I'm thinking Shanks.
I like the one with Jirachi and just like they got Absol.
Absol.
Absol,
the first
the rapper.
Pokemon movie where like Pikachu was smacking himself. It was sad. That's like the saddest. That's like the saddest moment.
They're gonna take away my anime.
Literally, just like. That's like yeah. I remember as a kid getting like I was an emotional one like Ash died. I was like mostly just seeing Pikachu just like slap himself and just like it was just like he's so weak. He's been fighting too much.
No. Pikachu, you can't. Why are you slapping him? That's not a powerful attack. Use Iron Tail.
Yeah.
Slap is not.
Use Volt Tackle.
Come on. Use a stronger attack. You're wasting your fucking moves.
Yeah, but I stopped. But yeah, I kind of dropped off Pokemon around like the Black and White. I played those two. I didn't play Black or White 2. I love Diamond Pearl. And,
I hate Diamond and Pearl in retrospect.
I love Diamond and Pearl.
It's
and,
so
and
fucking
Platinum.
slow.
I like Diamond and Pearl.
It's slow to fucking fight.
That's why you get. Also, that's every Pokemon.
No,
game.
it is
every
not.
Yeah, it is.
It does not. It takes.
That's every game with turn-based combat. What are you talking about?
That is not what I'm meaning. What I'm meaning is loading into the battle and actually fighting them with the animations. Their animations are actually slowed down even more.
Oh, that's why you got to skill and just dodge every person. You know, like how you can just run past them when they're looking, like, you know, those people who like turn. You got to juke it. You got to run
instead of actually. Come on, we all know that one, but it's like this one is like you get into a battle, it takes 10 fucking minutes.
I've never. I can understand that, but
turn-based
like
combat is not my problem. I actually don't.
I have
mind
a problem with turn-based combat. Turn-based combat is kind of ass.
No, it's fucking alright.
No, it's not great. It's
Persona.
I have a problem with that
Shin
being
Megami
slow in
Tensei games do fine. I think like I don't mind turn-based combat.
I can count the amount of turn-based combat games I've counted. I've finished on one hand.
Cause you're a scrub.
Yes, it's Pokemon Platinum, whatever. Chrono
Fantasy?
Trigger. No, I didn't be. No, technically not. No, Chrono Trigger, Platinum, Earthbound, Fallout 1 and 2.
Dang, like, what about Civilization? Is that turn-based?
I'm not into Civilization at all.
Fuck. What about Advanced Wars that? That's kind
I don't
of.
know.
Yeah. What about Wargroove? Wargroove, like Advanced Wars. Wargroove,
You're
those?
asking the wrong person.
Those
The
are
person
fucking.
who's never played
those
those
are fucking
games.
great fucking games. Wargroove's
I
like one of my favorite games of the
I
year.
completely believe you, but I don't know. I've never played them, so they
Final
don't exist to
Fantasy
me.
Tactics.
Isn't
Final Fantasy Tactics is like one of the best PS1 games.
I didn't play it. You're talking all those things you mentioned. There are games I did not
What
play.
about XCOM? Is that fucking turn?
Never played it. I never played it.
Fucking like South Park.
I think that's real time. That's real time, isn't it? I don't know. Ask Maze.
South Park, is that one?
Oh, we were supposed to have Maze on this Detective Pikachu thing, but we
Fuck him.
failed. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. All right, Mars. We're gonna talk about Detective Pikachu. We're gonna talk about the actors now. The two people in this movie, literally.
I did not like the fucking girl.
The girl was awful, actually.
She was fucking terrible.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not even gonna say her name because I don't. I didn't like.
She does not deserve me naming her name, but she is like. Listen, the main guy in this one, he isn't like.
He was okay.
He is okay. Like, he was okay, but he's like an actor that can like grow and progress, and like he'll be fine. Like he'll be in other things. Like this guy will be fine. She'll probably be in some other stuff, but it's like, holy fuck, are you a Disney Channel actor?
Yeah.
That's like, what's her name? Fucking Catherine Newton.
Catherine Newton.
I felt like the introduction to her was like the worst thing because they tell her to do like talk like a noir person, and it's just like, oh, you cannot fucking do this.
You can't do it.
You can't fucking do this. Psyduck is doing
do it.
circles around you.
Literally, man. I'd rather watch this. I'd rather the girl not exist and just be Psyduck.
It could have worked that way, actually. It's just be like Psyduck is just like the girl and it's like trapped in her body.
This character didn't do shit. We can just skip around a bit. Like in the movie, they like the Detective Pikachu and the main guy, they're just like watching some plot development, and like she's just gone for like half of that part.
Yeah,
she's just not there.
She's not a good actor. That one.
No.
That's the first time I ever saw her, and it was like, oh, get out the fucking movie.
The first time I saw her was in Paranormal Activity 4, and I don't remember that movie, so that doesn't say much.
Activity, fucking actor.
4.
Okay.
Alright, then we're gonna talk about the other big boy.
Ryan Reynolds.
Small boy, Ryan Reynolds. He carried the movie.
I thought like the villain, he didn't carry the movie, but I thought he was cool. I like the main villain and like how he's talking.
He's okay.
Actually sinister in a way.
I think that's another thing I liked about the movie. Just like all the dialogue aside from the stupid girl was just like, oh, this is like NPC dialogue. Like cool. This would like if this was an actual Pokemon game, this is how these people would probably sound.
Holy fuck! The Raptors are beating them.
Okay.
I just looked up and it was like they were down by 30. Anyways, Ryan Reynolds is. See, the thing is with Ryan Reynolds is that he is now just kind of blossomed into this one guy now. Like I don't know what he was before. I knew
he was not this before.
He was not this.
He was Van Wilder. He was Mr. Amityville Horror.
He was He is now just people pay him to be Deadpool now, and that sounds like it could be fucking horrible. Cause like Deadpool 2, I liked him. I liked that movie, but
I liked him more than I liked that movie.
Yeah, it's just like, but like this one is like I think it's like something else where he does this. No, I don't know, but like he does he's doing his Deadpool shtick, but it's not fucking annoying. It's just like it gets like there's certain lines in it where it's just like, all right, that would suck. But there's like ones where it's like legitimately
kid-friendly
funny.
Deadpool, except it's not that stupid like Christmas Deadpool that came out. That was.
He should. It would have been funnier if he was cursing more. If this was PG-13 and Pikachu was just going like, "Oh, you fucking idiot! You fucking destroyed the thing."
Does Mewtwo kill people in this movie?
He fucking killed a bunch of people in that facility.
Did they die though? We don't know that. It's very ambiguous if they died. It's not like the original Pokemon movie where it's like very evident.
It is confirmed they died.
Is it? They didn't say that. It's not like the original Pokemon movie. They definitely did die.
I'm saying they died. I don't know. I don't know. They say a lot of shit that is like they did a lot of shit that's probably like stupid. Like I remember the one time they said like when Mewtwo's like on the scene and it's like he shoots like they're doing the thing where like so the whole thing is that this kid's dad is like believed to be dead and they show like a flashback of like the car crash that he supposedly died in. And the car crash is so like it's a fucking bad car crash, obviously, but it's like they go like no one could have survived this. Like
no
really?
one could have survived this.
I've seen people come out of cars that that are like fucking like an inch big. How fucking fucked they are in total.
You ever see that one camera footage of like the old woman and the kid being hit by a car, but like the kid's head got fucking like not crushed, but fucking he got run over by the tire of the car, but he lived. He just walked away from it and just went to go help his grandma who passed out. Both fine.
Fucking Doctor Strange.
It's like people live from that shit. How the fuck how can you not live from that car crash?
Doctor Strange literally lived through like 10 times that fucking car crash.
That was a better car crash.
He came out with like broken hands.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds just became Pikachu. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's like it was a lame. The twist is like it's a kids movie, so the twist is not gonna be that
the
fucking
most
profound.
predictable thing ever.
But it was like okay, whatever. It's not a profound twist or anything, but it's like it's whatever. Did they show his mom?
No, I think they show a picture of her, but she's dead.
Ryan Reynolds, you are invited to the fucking cookout.
That's what you know something's predictable. And it's like, oh, it's a flashback. They show one of the parents, but they don't show the other one, who's obviously white.
I don't think.
It's like, oh,
who's obviously white?
Yeah, the flashbacks where they show Ryan Reynolds, but they show.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his mom. It's like that does
no.
Not I was confused. Yeah, it's obviously fucking Ryan Reynolds. The movie does one thing, and I think what it was supposed to do, and I think it does it well. The story's fine. The story's kind of predictable.
Story is fine.
The story is like a, you know, it's like a.
It is
a fucking,
okay. I would give the story a C+.
It's a baby movie, but it still has like fucking like shit. Like, oh, it has a antagonist that's actually pretty like sinister. He's sinister. He's actually kind of cool.
It's okay.
But like,
that's an idea.
this movie is
That's
just
an
like
idea. That's a cool idea.
its goal, and I think it sets it out well of like getting you interested in Pokemon. Making you
Not
like
even getting
Pokemon.
you interested.
Making you
Just
want to go
being-
play.
If you are a Pokemon fan, you would probably really, really, really love this film.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that Pokemon are in it, and it's like, oh fuck, that's Psyduck. He looks cool.
It's
what the fuck?
literally like Pokemon reference the movie, and some people say like
Not even
that's
Pokemon reference. It's just like
Pokemon World the movie.
yeah. It's not even like a reference. It's not referencing anything. You just fucking see them.
Yeah.
It's like it's probably just a bias we have because like, you know, people. It's like, okay, you and me were literally like practically raised on Pokemon for a very decent amount of our lives. So it's like
Pretty much the
I
market
think-
that they're going for. So it's like if that's
Yeah.
the case, and it's like, all right, fine. I see a bunch of
Yeah.
cool Pokemon. Like it's just like how how they
Yeah.
set up
It's
the
like, oh,
world
shit,
of just like how.
Cubone.
I think the one thing I like about it is just how they set up the city. It just goes like, I want to see how this city functions. Like you can literally like make a movie, like Planet Earth, the fucking movie, and just do that with Pokemon. It's like you don't even have to have a narrative. Just like have
Just
like,
have like a YouTube, have like a Netflix not even documentary, but just like have like a thing where it's just you go through the lives of people in the fucking like cool city where humans and Pokemon live together. Just have like a whole series be that, and just be like the everyday lives of the people there, and that would be like incredibly. I would watch that. That looks interesting
fuck
from
it,
the way
I'd
the
watch
movie
it.
showed it off.
You know, every time when
Yeah.
they just show like people just walking around, fucking around with their Pokemon, like some
Yeah,
guys
that's
looking with his iPhone.
that is probably the most. I think out of everything in this movie, I think the thing that I enjoyed the most was just like, oh, I like seeing Pokemon that I know that are just in the movie, or even just like, oh, I don't know what that is from Black and White.
Some of
That's
them
cool.
are. The only thing that was weird is just like sometimes I like look at the proportions of the Pokemon, and like despite what the Pokédex would say is like this thing's
One Eevee is being 1 foot tall or whatever, 1 inch.
or like the one that fucked me up the most was like Cubone, because like you could say like Cubone, he's like 3 feet tall. It's like Cubone looks big. Like Cubone, like he has a lot of them have like they're small, but they have like pretty all big sprites because it's like how the fucking Game Boy or whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
looks. So they look bigger, but it's like when I look at something as like this thing is 5'10", Infernape is 5'10", it's like this nigga is literally as tall as a fucking high schooler or some shit. It's like that's fucking stupid. He's like 8 feet tall or whatever. I
He
don't
plays a 10-year-old Mars. It's fine.
I don't know. It's just like some of them are just like maybe you can be a little bigger. I don't know. Like maybe you can be a little smaller. I don't know.
Mars, the way the Pokemon look was a very hot button topic before the movie came out. What is your take on how the Pokemon look?
For the most part, they look fine. Like
I think they all look fine. I really like the way they look.
I can't really think of one where it's just like you
Oh,
are
that's
ugly.
disgusting.
You're ugly. Like you were telling me like Greninja looked like shit, and I was like Greninja.
I think, and not like shit. I don't think he looked like shit. I just think like out of the most disgusting of them, like the one that I think is unappealing. Like not even like, oh, it looks bad, unappealing. Just like, oh, I wouldn't want to see this thing in real life. Fucking Greninja. I thought he looked disgusting. Like not
he
in
was
like
supposed
the
to look
bad way.
threatening though.
I guess no, yeah, but he like sometimes when he wasn't threatening, like if you were going like one scene where they're going into when they were in the city, you just see like someone standing next to a Greninja, and you fucking see his beady eyes, and it just looked disturbing, honestly.
I think the only
Like,
one
I wouldn't
that
wanna
like,
see
looks
that
like
thing.
gross, but it's like I kind of like how gross he looks. Was just Lickitung. Like that's the only
I
one
like
that's
Lickitung.
That's,
He's fucking
that's the only one where it just goes like, I would never want to fucking see you in real life ever in
Literally.
my life.
It's like a creepypasta image. It's like Dead Bart. It's like yeah, yeah. Just got a lot of mileage into like, oh, this is a cool scene. Oh fuck, there's Growlithe in the background. He's just panting. Just two people are having a conversation, and fucking Growlithe is just in the middle of them.
Do you think there's like a prostitution problem with like Lickitung?
Yeah, with Lopunny.
Listen, I know this is a kids movie, and I do the thing where it's just like, do you think
Carnivore.
do you think there's fucking like, do you think there's this horrible fucking thing happening in this thing? It's a very played out joke, but it's like, come on, think about it. If you were to fuck a Pokemon, if you were forced to fuck a Pokemon, who would it be? It'd probably be like that fucking bunny one that sucks,
Yeah,
or like
Lopunny.
fucking Lickitung. It's the only two.
Lickitung. You would pick Lickitung.
Listen, you're trying to get some head. Like Lickitung would probably do the best job.
That's not head. That's tongue.
tongue is
That is all tongue. That is not. There's no head.
Yes.
There's no. There is no. Your penis is not going in the mouth. It is just straight tongue on penis.
Yes. Well, it's not just for like dick. It's like for eating ass or something. It's like you want to get ate out by fucking Lickitung.
I want to destroy you.
Lickitung is the ultimate ass eater.
Lickitung Cunnilingus. It's called death.
I think fucking Lickitung, like when you, I think in Pokemon, if you actually like get a good lick, you actually become paralyzed.
Probably.
It's
like in real life. Oh my god.
you become paralyzed. This is the effect. He just actually like breaks your fucking like vagina or something.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, but you know, they show like Pokemon getting tested on in the movie, so I'm assuming there's like even shadier shit than that, like a Pokemon sex
I
ring.
mean, they showed a fucking underground Pokemon dogfighting ring, so it's like it's not. So there's some dark.
It's
shit
not out of the
happening
question.
in the city.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Someone's fucking a Pokemon.
Literally, someone is fucking muck.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking back to that underground fighting ring that they have in this. I was thinking like the only one that looked gross to me that was like that's disgusting is like the ones where they're like from Gen 3 when they're like the
I know you're talking about. I should know what there's no
the fucking like sound system ones. Those ones.
Yeah,
look gross. I don't like those ones at all.
I like those. I like the way they look. They look stupid. I like that.
I don't like it when they. I don't like it when they do fucking like they snort the fucking like the no juice, no gas.
Juice. Yeah, there's like no juice. Or like they make Apoms go crazy. They make Pokemon go crazy.
Pokemon crack.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Like a Pokemon. I should know like all the Pokemon by now. I did not know those things are called. Louder Red or whatever. Wait, I will hear what it sounds like, just like an interview.
I like how Trico looked. He looked cool.
I like Trico.
But one thing that I said, like Glum vehemently disagrees. I said like I want to see them. I wanted to see some of the newer Pokemon in this one because it's like a lot of fucking ones from like 1 to 4, and it's like, yeah, I know these ones. I know these ones like pretty well, but I was like, I thought it'd be pretty cool if it's like, oh, Gen 5 or 6 or whatever the fuck they're on right now. It's like, oh, it'd be cool to see some of these ones.
They're on Gen 7, aren't they? Or
they're on Gen 8. Gen 8. I was like, if I see some of these new ones, it'd be like, oh, 3DSs are really cheap. Oh man, I could probably play those. It'd be pretty cool.
I mean, maybe some of them probably would be okay, I guess.
Because the movie,
like
the movie makes you want to play Pokemon. I think it played its cards. So like, oh.
I think they played their cards right. Just like picking the ones that either everyone knows, or like the obscure ones from Black and White, like the big Golem looking one or something.
That was not obscure. Everyone knows them.
I don't know. But if you never played Gen 5 to like if you stopped at Diamond and Pearl, you probably won't recognize any of the things from like Gen 5 or onward. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah. I think I did a good job with that, I guess.
So are you just fucking the Earth that you fuck Geodude, or is like what's happening?
I get you just a rock. Golem?
You fuck a rock.
Would you fuck Golem?
This is my fuck rock. Named Geodude.
Dude, like, you mentioned before fuck a Pokemon. Did you see Machamp?
Machamp,
bro.
It's alright to fuck
Elastigirl was thick.
You could fuck Machamp. It's fine.
You could, yeah, you totally could. Machamp.
But I think the one thing I liked, I said this before, I just like the villain. I just thought that he was just like,
I was playing just like, oh, people turn people into Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just like, he's just ridiculous. He's just like, my thing is, I'm gonna turn you guys on to fucking Pokemon because I can't walk. I'm
like
crippled.
That. Those are cool.
See, this movie teaches you all the important lessons. That crippled people are evil.
It's Mr. Mime.
All of them are evil. They all want to plan. They have plans for mass destruction. So, if you see a person in a wheelchair, just push him down the stairs.
What'd you think of Gengar?
I thought he could have looked better.
Could have looked okay. I was kind of weird. I was not expecting of all the Pokemon.
He's my favorite Pokemon, but I thought he was like he's not the one I like the most in this one. Mr. Mime is gross.
He's gross. He would be.
No fucking asshole. Kill Mr. Mime.
Yeah. They killed him. Yeah, didn't they kill Mr. Mime?
Yeah, they did. They're just like they had to fuck around with them and like with like sign language, and so it's like they made like one where they trap him in the house and they said they're gonna burn it down, and they accidentally light him on fire.
The hell?
He's fine. He's physically fine, but mentally he's broken. He thinks that he's dead, so he's just like a husk that just like is just breathing.
Yeah.
They don't ever show him in the rest of the movie, so he's just laying there. What if he's still like screaming in agony?
I hope so.
He can't scream. He can't talk. Even though he can talk in the anime, he's just refusing.
Yeah, he just didn't
here.
talk in this. Like mime. He just silent. I guess that makes sense. He's a mime. What's the point of him talking?
No, it's cool when he just says Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime. He fucks Ash's mom.
Mime Jr.'s just fucking like looking over him crying. So how are you Mime Jr. if you're like if you're a girl though? Can girls be
Miss
juniors?
Mime? Yeah, they can be all Pokemon can be female aside from like the genderless ones, but they just.
Oh, maybe she's just like a fucking like George Foreman thing where he just names his kids George, even the girls.
That's what?
Yeah, you never heard that one, George Foreman.
I've never heard that one.
Hold on, like George Foreman has like a bunch of Georges, so like he just has like a what's her name? Oh, so all right, how many kids is George Foreman? George Foreman's kids, what are their fucking names? Okay. So, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Alright. Okay. George Foreman has 10 kids.
Okay, that's a lot.
Okay, he didn't name all the girls George, but he named all the boys George.
Okay, that's different then.
there is
That's still fucking weird.
I think the last one's named George the Fourth. And he just refers to them all as George, even if they're in the same thing. I swear to God, there's one named Georgina. Yeah, there's Georgetta. There's Frida Foreman. Yeah, there's only one that's named George. That's his daughter, Georgetta.
All right. Let's see. So I guess we need to talk about some more things about the movie. That's not just like all Pokemon.
What I liked about the movie? I like the did we talk about the CG? I like the CG and like oh, I think this one thing I hated in the movie is like there's this one act in like when they're discovering the place, and like the place is just like they find out that they're making like some experiments with Pokemon, and then like they made the Torterras like fucking like literal islands. I hated that scene. I hated that entire
Why'd you hate that scene?
They have this earthquake scene, and it's just like a lot of shit going on. It's just very hard to fucking follow visually. It's just like everything's fucking moving and it's frantic, and I guess that's the point. But it's just like it's just kind of like
that is the point. I don't know. I didn't mind that.
It's just a really just aggravating thing.
I thought that was cool. I actually thought that was cool because I thought
it was
like,
lame because there's like one scene where he has to jump from a high placement, and it's like you will die if you fucking jump this.
Oh yeah, no, that was stupid.
And then he lands on his fucking chest. It's like your ribs are broken.
Yeah, I thought that too. It's like I was like, even you remember in Aladdin when they dunk him in the water, it's like he would die immediately from the fall. Just like when he lands in the water, what the fuck?
His neck snaps.
Yeah. Don't jump like if better opportunity jumping on concrete than fucking water. Water will kill you if you fall from too high.
Yeah, it'll fucking like knock you out. I remember at the fucking swimming pool they have this one thing, and like a person's like, that guy's not coming up. So the fucking lifeguard is like, oh shit, it's been like
you
a
belly
whole
flop off the diving board. What the fuck?
He did do that. He fucking like, there's this like 20-foot fucking like drop, and he's like, I'm gonna do a belly flop, but like you're gonna die, and it's like, be fun.
There's a reason it's called a diving board, you idiot.
Belly flopping is not fun.
It's not.
It is.
I mean, it's okay when you're like 1 foot off the ground in the pool. When you're just like, oh, belly flop onto like people so you can splash them. Cannonballs are better than belly flops.
Break your leg doing a cannonball.
You wouldn't. How small is your fucking pool that you're breaking your legs? You're doing it in the shallow part? What are you talking about?
You'll break your fucking ass.
Yeah.
I remember like, cause like it's not because sometimes it's a little bit of the depth of like the actual pool, but sometimes it's just like how fucking hot you come in. It's just like.
Yeah.
I remember I went to Wet and Wild and I fucking did a cannonball because like there's a slide and you can like you have enough time to where you can do like a pose or something when you're going down it, and I did a cannonball and I came down so fucking hard my fucking ass hit the fucking bottom of the concrete.
The hell?
Yes, and it's like I don't want to ride anything anymore.
All right. Yeah, I didn't mind. I like the Torterra part because like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's like, oh, that's the payoff for that. Oh, that was really cool. I like Torterra.
You know what? One thing that fucking freaked me out, it was just like,
What?
well, Mewtwo looks fucking weird in this one. Like
He looks fucking weird.
Yeah, he looks fucking weird. But I felt like the scene where it's like I felt like the scene where like they're like fucking Pikachu's just straight up fucking dying. Like he's just like he's dead.
Oh, I kind of had a problem with that. It's just like Pikachu got hit by a pebble. He's like, oh, he's dying.
Did it like was the thing that it like penetrated him?
I don't know. It didn't. No, it didn't go through his skin. He just got hit by like a small little rock or something. That's what it seemed like.
It hit him in the fucking rock. A rock.
It just felt kind of forced to me. That was the only problem. This is like the only problem I think I had with the movie, like narrative wise.
We need a way for Pikachu to be injured. They could have just had him like fucking fall off the cliff and hit his head real hard.
Yeah. No, a rock like hit him. A stray rock. Stray bullet.
It was just freaky because like they're bringing back Ash and there's like a bunch of these like smaller Pokemon, which I didn't realize what they were after, like not after when going
like
into
the little
it.
mushroom ones.
Yeah, but then it's like fucking Mewtwo just appears and it's like holy fuck.
The Bulbasaur's new.
The Bulbasaurs knew they tricked them. It was actually genuinely like, wait, what the fuck? Wait a minute, you're not supposed to be here right now. He came. His premature entrance scared the shit out of me. And then like, didn't the people come in and they put him in like a fucking van?
Yeah, the people came in to put him in the cage.
I felt that scene, like I remember that scene specifically. It was like it felt undone. Like it was just like it wasn't finished because like Mewtwo looked way. His render didn't look like it came out all the way.
It looked weird.
It looked
strange. Seeing Mewtwo in like real life lighting is also kind of just strange. Just like his design entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Mars, what do you think about like the Pokemon song being canon in the Pokemon universe? Ash is canon, and the Pokemon song is canon. The theme song.
So is it like I'm trying to remember. Is it like canon as like the show exists or like
the show exists and the song exists?
The show exists.
The show exists in the sense that like Ash is real, but the song also exists.
So it's like the show just like his like a documentary like
about Ash.
Yeah, it's just like a cameraman's just following 10 kids, like not 10 kids, like 3 10-year-olds.
You think like Ash like specifically wrote himself to lose like every fucking gym league? It's like, oh, I can't be that cool. The kids have to relate to me.
This is the opposite of a fucking nigga highlight reel. This is just like just him fucking losing. He doesn't age in that. He still doesn't age. It's fucked up.
It is.
He has like fucking like Andy Milonakis shit with him.
He doesn't age.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Brock
just skipped one.
Brock gets Me Too.
Literally.
I feel like there should have been like an actual third human to this movie. Like it just felt.
I mean, he had his. I thought you know at the beginning when they're trying to catch the when they're trying to catch the Cubone, I thought like his friend would show up more. No, he's only in that one scene.
I feel like the fucking like I forget his name. The Japanese Asian detective was gonna be a bigger part of the movie, but he kind of fucks off for a little bit.
Yeah, he fucks
I
off.
thought it was gonna be like the movie was gonna be like he's gonna go on an investigation and then like they intervene and then like they meet up at like the thing. It goes like, what are you guys doing here?
No, dude, he just turns into a snowball.
Oh,
he
just stays home and pets his fucking snowball.
Snowball.
His fucking fuck buddy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, you in the games they say you can marry Pokemon.
You'd marry Meowth.
If I had to marry a Pokemon, I don't know what I would. I'm sticking with Geodude.
You'd make him a Golem.
No.
You're gonna pull an Ash and just like not change Pikachu at all.
No, fuck that. Fuck Raichu.
Raichu's cool.
Raichu is cooler, but like I don't want him in fucking Ash's story to be like just make him into fucking Raichu. It's like it's
What if that's the actual ending? He turns into Raichu. He finally decides to.
Raichu, like what, like the only time where I thought like it was like turning into Raichu was just like, oh, you probably win if like if they're fighting another Raichu. I was like, what the fuck is even the point?
The show would end.
No, it's not like he would win just because like I have Raichu now.
No, he would win.
Why would he win just because he has Raichu? It'd just be like, oh, I'd win. It's not because my other poor fucking like battling decisions and strategies. It's just because I don't have Raichu.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't have Raichu. It's the only reason he loses every single time.
Maybe there's other things where it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna put this type that'll probably get his ass beat, and you'll fight him. And then like that thing gets his ass beat, and it goes like, fuck! I should have fucking known that electric Pokemon doesn't beat Rock. Why do I keep putting Pikachu versus fucking Onyx or whatever? Why is Onyx beating my ass?
I don't know, man. What does Onyx look like in Detective Pikachu?
He's not a fucking monster. Onyx is like they're banned.
They are not allowed.
They're like pit bulls of fucking like of the Detective Pikachu world.
I want to see what Dialga, Palkia, and fucking Arceus look like, because they have like this little statues of them. What the fuck do they actually look like?
I want to see what the ice cream Pokemon looks like.
That room was sick, by the way. Like the main villain's like office. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Does this look like? Oh, it looks like a Pokemon stage. You'd have a battle there.
Giovanni's office.
Yeah.
Was his name actually?
I was kind of hoping that they would actually like reference Team Rocket at some point, because like,
I was like,
oh, the little like the no juice vial like that makes Pokemon go mad, that has like an R on it. It's like, oh shit, Team Rocket? No, okay.
That's for a sequel.
No, of course.
What would a sequel to this be? Because they're not gonna make Detective Pikachu.
It's not gonna be a sequel. It's gonna be like a spin-off or something. It's gonna be like in the same universe. Honestly, I would probably want to see them. I'd rather want to see them make like
traditional
like
Pokemon movie.
No, I'd rather watch them I'd rather see them make like a mystery dungeon movie. Honestly.
Yeah, it would eliminate having to get fucking actual actors to be in it, and then just be like Pokemon on screen all day. Unless they would just do the thing where it goes like the actual actors turn into Pokemon, like Detective Pikachu.
I love Mr. Dungeon. I would totally watch that movie, because I think Mr. Dungeon had a good story and could be adapted well. Like, this is a video game movie that was adapted well, probably. I never played that game.
It had a cool OVA.
It was a cool OVA. I had a CD. I had like a DVD for that.
Was that how many? Was that an OVA or was there like multiple episodes?
There's only one. Did you ever play Mr. Dungeon?
I think I owned it for a little bit, but I never really finished it.
Explorer's Sky. That is my shit. That was awesome.
I remember one that I thought it would be cool, but it was just kind of lame. It was like Pokemon Ranger, and it was like I never understood how to play it because like I kept trying to do the stylish shit. And it's like I fucking suck ass at this.
Yeah, but
remember Pokemon Rangers? Remember?
I don't. I do not. Remember Pokemon Rumble for the Wii? It's free.
I don't know. I'm not a Pokemon, like, I'm not a big Pokemon guy, but I was like, was Pokemon Ranger even good, or was it ass? Because it looked like something they wanted to do with the Pokemon franchise, but just ended up like no one really liking. But that's just what I just looking at, because like I don't see them anymore, so probably failed.
Now.
Oh boy, what would you give your final rating to Pokemon Detective Pikachu?
I give it like an 8, and that 8 is purely because I like Pokemon. Like if I didn't like Pokemon and I watched this, probably a 7.
I'd probably give this I'd probably give it a 7 because I really enjoyed it. I watched it with my dad, and he wasn't like, he didn't have a moment where we go and like, this sucks. He was like, this is fun. I don't know anything about it, but like I had fun watching it. It was a fun movie to watch.
The entire movie was a Brum woman. He's like Ditto. It's like, oh man, that girl was hot. Oh no, she's Ditto.
Ditto's a fucking cuckold.
How fucked is that like stated that Ditto can turn into like actual humans? Because I think that's fucked up. Then just make like a Pokemon movie that's just like the Thing, but it's Ditto.
Dude, I was fucking like I was sexting this girl on Tinder, and she turned out to be a fucking ditto.
I didn't realize it.
It's like when you go on like those fucking like dating websites, and there's like actual bots, and there's like they're no longer necessary for bots. It's just like dittos.
Dittos. This time you can actually go on the dates. They just have to wear sunglasses. Alright, Detective Pikachu was cool. It was a cool movie. Alright, Mars, now we gotta talk about the big thing, the part 3. We're gonna get to the 4-hour mark right here. Alright, we're gonna talk about this new film. Not the new film, the Avengers. This is our endgame. We're in the endgame now. Talking about endgame.
I want to die.
You do want to die.
I'm actually quite tired.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, you're gonna be really tired after we talk about this 3-hour-long movie.
I probably won't speak for like an hour, or maybe an hour, like 40 minutes. Just keep Endgame pretty brief.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kind of sleepy.
I guess so, yeah. That's what happens, man. Alright, so yeah, in Avengers Endgame, it is well, it's not the final film, but it's like the conclusion to this Avengers thing.
Yeah, we won't be seeing RDJ, because he's fucking, like, I'm out of this fucking shit.
Yeah, he is Audi 5000, or 3000.
No, he's just fucking dead.
Spoiler.
It's been like we've been like a month late. If you don't know, you're
spoiler
fucking...
for anyone who's not seeing, who's the pretentious person who's like, I don't want to sit in a theater for 3 hours.
Or they just don't want to, like, they're not caught up on any of the films.
No, I saw people who's like, oh, I don't want to see Avengers. I don't want to shit myself in the theaters. Like, oh, I'm just gonna sit in my house or on the computer for 3 hours. Oh, whatever. All right.
It didn't bother me, but I didn't like it at all. It's like I didn't feel.
I didn't feel. I don't know.
I didn't feel the length, but it was just like,
yeah,
man, 3 hours. It's fucking.
As a person who just watched Scarface, that is literally like a 3-hour movie yesterday again. Fucking, sick of it. Sick of it.
Is that your first? How many times have you watched Scarface?
3 times.
Scarface is like required like black viewing for some reason. Black
yeah,
people really
that's how,
black
you
people
can
really like Scarface. Probably more than
dude.
actual Colombians.
Yeah, it's like and they like it for the completely wrong reasons or whatever. It's like, oh, Tony's like he's a badass.
Tony's an asshole.
He is an asshole. The entire movie.
The fucking dickhead.
He's an asshole, but he's like, yeah, he's a dick.
Man, I wish I could be Tony, but not.
No, you have to have you have to watch Scarface and get like a shirt of Tony Montana's face on it, like smoking a cigar.
I can count like on like my hands and fucking toes on how many black people I walk into their fucking house and they have a Scarface poster.
They have a Scarface poster. Scarface is a cool ass.
You know what it's hell? It's like if you go to your black friend's fucking house and you see like a whole room just Scarface posters. It's like, why the fuck do you have these?
No, it's just the fucking No, you go to a friend's house. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm a big Scarface fan. You open his door to his room. It's just like the entire mansion. Or like he tries to make it look like the mansion, just a one, like a 4.
I want the fans out there to do. This is the one racist moment you gotta do. You gotta go to your black friend's house and just evaluate. Is there a Scarface poster?
Did they have anything Scarface related on their?
I swear to God, my dad had a fucking Scarface poster. I think.
I believe that.
Everyone has one of them.
Everyone it's not even just like a poster. Just have like you have to have something. You have to have the shirt. You have to have the DVD or something. Just like if they have something like that, then you know they're cool. Anyway, okay, we're not talking about Scarface. That is another 3-hour movie. But anyway, yeah, Avengers. Mars, what is your history with the MCU? We've talked about this before, but what is your history with the Avengers movies? I guess.
My dad is like the fucking Marvel fan, so like these are like required viewing. I can't get away from them if I want to. So I've seen them all, and well, not all of them. I've seen Ant-Man because I was like, I am not fucking watching any of it. So I've seen them all. I've probably seen like them all like maybe like 2 times each, because sometimes I just watch them in fucking living room. So I generally would say I like the Marvel universe, but there are some where it's just like I thought they were just kind of boring. Some of them were just some stinkers and just mediocre ones, you know, like
especially some of the earlier ones. Like Iron Man 1 is awesome. It's good and it's cool. Incredible Hulk, it's kind of not as good, but it's still fine. It's not for everyone, I would say. I would probably just say if you were watching it for the first time, I would say just kind of skip it. It's kind of useless in terms of like it's like necessity towards the MCU at this point, especially since they pretty much just reintroduce him in the first Avengers. First Thor, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not horrible. It's fine. Looking back on it, it's not as good as like when you saw it the first time. Iron Man 2 sucked. That is a fact. Everyone knows that. Captain America, not for everyone. I think I like that movie. Mars doesn't like it as much. Whatever. It's cool.
I didn't really care for First Avenger.
That's understandable. That is fine if you don't, but I liked it. I think it's a good introduction to Cap. It's cool. And then Avengers is cool. I like Avengers 1. It is a fun film. It starts off the series pretty well for what that is. Like it starts off the whole like the collage, the ensemble parts.
It's like a 7 or 8 out of 10.
I'd say that, yeah. I mean, looking back on it now, but it's just like that was like the start of the whole like event Marvel movies, literally. It's like, oh shit, these movies are built into this. Everyone wanted Avengers, and they got it in 2012. It is now 2019. This has happened like 3 times now. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm typically a fan of the MCU movies. Some of them, every once in a while.
Thanos on his Thanos.
Yes, Thanos. Not every one of them is a swing and a hit. It's not true, definitely. I liked the first Ant-Man.
It's a lie. In the thumbnail, it says you cried twice at Captain Marvel, so you love all.
Shut up. I did not.
You did. You get a direct quote.
I cringed twice at Captain Marvel.
No, you cried twice.
Yeah, I cried twice. I cried in this movie when Captain Marvel showed up. Alright, anyway, let's
I was crying when she showed up.
Let's just get into this. We're just gonna talk about like this general thing. We're just gonna talk about the things we liked and whatever. We're gonna keep this a little bit brief. Everyone's talked about their Endgame thing. Everyone said what they need to say. Everyone's probably seen it by now. Spoilers ahead. We're just gonna talk about whatever we want.
Okay. I'm eating the Thanos burger.
You eating the Thanos burger? The Thanos burger? You eating Thanos?
Yeah. Where do I start?
I
guess we start with like, did you like the movie?
I did like the movie. I didn't like it as much as I did Infinity War, but I did like it.
I didn't like it as much as Infinity War, but I thought it was like, I didn't mind how it ended, how the conclusion, but I thought the movie so far was just kind of boring. Like I found a lot of parts where I was just kind of bored.
It is very slow in the beginning. I could completely understand that.
Slow in the beginning. Things I didn't really particularly like. I didn't really like what they were doing because like the main thing I didn't really care that much for was like just time travel, because I just thought it was just like, I just thought time travel just in general was just like, really, we gotta go this route. Like,
I thought like when they first brought up the time travel, I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds pretty iffy. I thought I was actually kind of handled well, especially with things like, oh, you're gonna go back to Thor, you're going back to Thor: The Dark World, like no one's favorite Marvel movie. It's like, oh wait, no, they did that fine, because like, oh, they focused on Thor's mother, who's not a character at all in any of those movies.
She's just a fucking walking corpse.
A walking fridge. That's what she is.
Fucking.
She says like 3 lines in those 2 movies, and then she dies in the second one.
And she has like a really huge change on Thor.
Yeah, I like that. It was stupid. Okay. It was alright. I didn't mind the time travel. I think that was handled well. I think the only part I didn't really care for was like, it was just kind of like, felt weird. Was the part where like Nebula and Rhodey, the War Machine. Just like, okay, I'm starting to feel like a tiny bit of the film's length. It feels the movie's slowing down a bit too much now. Just like, okay, I like the Chris Pratt part. You know, they redid like some scenes, like the stupid part where he's dancing to "Come and Get Your Love." I thought that was really good, but it's like, oh, okay, all right.
I just didn't really. I like the fight scene with like Captain America and like.
No, that was really good.
That was pretty cool looking, but I just felt like some of those ones were just kind of like.
I think it's a bit much. With like, okay, for 2012, you have to show the iconic Avenger shot of the camera rotating around all of them because we don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
that's a bit much.
Yeah. I just never really felt like one where it goes like, holy shit. It's just kind of like, I just kind of shrugged. It's like, well, I like those movies. It's sort of funny, like when Chris Pratt's doing his dance. I like seeing. like seeing his backside doing the fucking shit from like a different angle, but
it's like, oh, he's a retard.
I didn't like piss my pants, and I didn't feel like some like great excitement like watching it.
Yeah. I didn't feel it. I didn't great excitement. I just enjoyed that part though.
I just
like,
really just feel like just introducing time travel just kind of like, I don't know. I probably won't. They won't ever use it fucking again. But just kind of the idea that it's just like, oh, we can just do it. It's like, oh, okay. It kind of sucks the tension out for me for some reason. Like,
I think that
they just go back in time and just do some shit.
I can understand that, especially since like the way they just like go about the time travel things, just like Iron Man figures out how to do. I thought
that shit. I get that Tony's super smart and it makes fucking sense that he can do it. I just felt like this whole thing that like, you know, Ant-Man is obviously, he's not as big brain as fucking Tony Stark, like by no means, but he's still pretty big brain. And like Tony Stark goes and like, he basically just comes in and goes like, you just gotta carry the two. And it's like, he just fucking like creates time travel in like a fucking day. Even though it is stated that he does like, oh, I've been working on this forever. But it's like, nigga, you haven't opened these fucking docks in like years probably. It's like,
yeah, it's like he just figured out how to do time travel in like 2 seconds.
It's like, oh, it's this easy. It's like, the fuck?
Alright. Oh yeah, what? Okay, so what'd you think of Thanos?
What I thought of Thanos? I just thought like, just them going back. Cause like I thought it was like really fucking weird. It's like they just went like up to him in like current reality after he fucked everything and just owned the shit out of him.
That was all. I liked that a lot.
That was fucking brutal, but it's like I thought that was kind of cool. But it just felt like the whole thing where it's like he just destroyed the stones. Were just
that was
like,
a bad. I guarantee you he didn't destroy the stones. He probably just teleported them.
I thought the scene where he says it, cause he says it pretty fast. And it goes like, "What did you do with the stones?" "I destroyed the stones with the stones." It's like, what the fuck? And then they like chop his head off. It's like,
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He probably didn't destroy the stones. I guarantee that.
Probably did. He's fucking that he's fucking that crazy. So he probably
he probably just teleported them where no one would find it. And, like in other movies where like someone finding them.
And they probably build a raid to go fucking like find them.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I just felt like with Thanos in this movie, I just felt like it just kind of like him being a different Thanos. Just kind of like, oh, we're gonna beat you up, even though you don't know any of us.
You don't know any of us. You're just mad at us because you saw your future self get slashed.
You're just like, you guys are just being assholes. You're in my way. Move.
I did kind of like. Okay, I can see where you're coming from. I did like.
He's mean. He's too mean in this movie.
Didn't you watch Guardians 1? It's that Thanos. Remember Thanos? We look completely different.
But it just feels weird. It's like Infinity War. They do this a bunch of this shit, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird and cool.
He took like a philosophy class in the middle.
Yeah, for the middle of it, he's just like, Thanos is like, oh, sorry. By the way, gotta blow up the planet, but no hard feelings, bro. It's for the betterment. And it's kind of weird, but it's kind of like, all right, fine.
He was reading Henry David Thoreau.
Yeah, and this one, it just goes like, you guys are fucking assholes. Give me the stones.
Yeah.
Just gonna like destroy everything. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, it was definitely like a downgrade, but I think what I liked about it is that, oh, it makes sense. It's a completely different Thanos. It's obvious. Like in Guardians 1, they completely wrote him differently.
Yeah.
Than how he was.
Just like,
it's definitely not as good though.
There are cool moments in this movie that I would say, wow, this is epic. Like, yeah. When they bring in all the people, I didn't really necessarily truly like this fight was like super cool. It wasn't like I thought it could be cooler, but it's like when they actually bring all like the Avengers in like the end.
Yeah,
I felt like
Avengers
that was
assemble
like
moment
where he goes like Avengers assemble. It's like no one can fucking hear
assemble. Him. Yeah, fucking just like he screams Avengers assemble.
I'm glad that they just like let that happen because like they totally would have done a Marvel thing and just goes like, what the fuck did you say? From like the back.
Do the Shazam thing.
Yeah, they probably do that, but like they just did. It's like, oh, okay, an actual.
Yeah, that could have been. Yeah.
What do I like about the movie?
What do you think of Bulk?
What do I think of Bulk?
Yeah, Bulk.
Oh.
Banner Hulk.
It's fucking weird.
I like that.
So is he just like redesigned? Like they just went like, oh, you're Mark Ruffalo, or was that always? Because I haven't seen Hulk since fucking Ragnarok, and I have to. Like, I mean, like I haven't really looked at
in Avengers, it's very evident that they modeled him off of like fucking Mark Ruffalo, but it's like Ragnarok was completely obvious that like they fucking he's literally just Mark Ruffalo now. Just like angry Mark Ruffalo.
Looks gross. Like I'm. It's just weird that like
Dude, he's
people
a
are just
Chad.
walking
What are
up
you
to
talking
him.
about?
It's just like a bunch of dumb faces. Like I think my favorite one is the obvious meme one, but I think my favorite one that's like a little bit more underrated is just he hands Ant-Man a taco.
Yeah, that was good.
Like there's the fucking like prequels to, like Star Wars Twitter account. It's just like that image, but it just has text on it. It's like a Star Wars fan, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he hands it to like some e-girl. I don't know. He's kind of entertaining. I just like it looks weird, but it's like it works. There's a lot of weird choices in this movie.
Yeah, you don't like Fat Thor, Boomer Thor?
You kind of lost the joke after a while.
Yeah, it did.
It just goes like, he's the Big Lebowski, and it's like,
I think, yeah, they just kept saying it.
yeah.
He lost his fat after a while too. But he wasn't as fat as like.
I just didn't like that they didn't like. They went through the effort to like CG or just like CG his fat, but they didn't do anything to his face.
No, because it's a beer belly. It's the whole point.
You still get fat in the face. Like his face looks like it's untouched. If you just drink fucking beer and eat chicken wings, you're gonna get fucking like you're not gonna get like a fucking like giant face. You're gonna still have.
Nah, he's got that as Guardian DNA, so his face is like still fine.
Fucking, I don't know. Thor turned into fucking Chris Pratt. It's like it's.
Okay.
There should have been a joke where like Chris Pratt goes like, "Boy, I've been there. Don't want to go there again."
Star-Lord. Let's see.
Chris Pratt should have went like, "Whoa, looky here, Chris Fat over here."
I think what I liked about this, like I think the beginning of the movie, like the first 5 minutes is strong. Just like they epically own Thanos, and it's like, oh shit, I guess we still lost. 5 years have passed.
Damn.
Damn. But it's cool because Thor's playing Fortnite. It's all that matters. 2023 Fortnite still number one.
I mean, it probably will be in like actual
I don't know
reality.
About that one. I don't know about that one.
It's fucking Fortnite's like the biggest fucking game.
Yeah.
I mean, like League of Legends is still fucking big.
Yeah, but it's not Fortnite big.
League of Legends?
Yeah.
I mean, it was at one point.
Yeah, but
it still has like millions of fucking players.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not saying it's not popular. I'm not saying that no one's playing that game. I'm not gonna say that it's like it has not stood the test of time. I'm not gonna say that. It's like if Avengers 1 comes out in 2012. I don't know what League of Legends came out, but like fucking Tony Stark is playing League of Legends while he's like talking to everyone being snarky. Like that'd be dated as shit, and that wouldn't be good.
Wait, if he was like what Tony Stark is playing League of Legends?
Tony Stark is playing League of Legends, and then you just look back on this like, man, that.
I just think that it'd be like one. I don't think that it's like it would. One, I think it'd be weird because Tony Stark himself is playing fucking League of Legends. And it's like League of Legends is so fucking below him. You playing like I don't know, like Civilization. I don't fucking. That's a real thinking man's game. But like I don't know. It's like I never really think about it like that. It's like. Just like everything is like if you look at everything in like in a movie, it's like you play about data stuff. It's like just look at a fucking iPhone or just look at like posters on someone's wall or just like anything piece of technology would just date a fucking movie.
That wouldn't I wouldn't mind as much as like okay, it's like if it was like contemporary that makes more sense. But like 5 years later, 2023, Fortnite, 2018, 2019.
It'd probably still be popular in that time.
It's probably still gonna be popular, but it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that popular.
It's just a fucking. I didn't really find it really that egregious what you're saying. If that's what you're trying to get me to say, I found it was actually pretty funny. I just thought it was like weird. It's like is he talking? Who's talking shit to him? His teammate or like some other player? Because they can't do that.
His teammate's talking shit about him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like, it also just goes, like, I think the bigger thing would just be, like, what they're playing on would probably be it. It's, like, still playing on PS4. It's just, like, Fortnite. Fortnite's going to be on PS5. So, it's like, I don't know.
No, I take it as, like, the snap happened. It's like Sony just couldn't handle it anymore. They canceled the PS5. The snap canceled the PS5. I can understand that a little bit more than playing Fortnite in 2023.
Yeah,
still playing a PS4 because people are still going to be playing a PS4 probably for like exclusives to that only.
Not online though. They'll probably shut down the fucking shit.
Oh yeah, they probably will. That sucks.
Actually, no. If PS5 comes out in 2020 something, it'd probably still be.
Yeah,
out
people
by
would still be
then.
playing PS4 then, definitely.
For a little bit, but like,
Yeah, it's like when people, it's like when the Xbox One came out, people were still playing 360.
I don't know. It's just like shit like that just never really like bothers me because it's like, oh, it doesn't really. It's just like I don't know. I just don't really believe it's like, oh, they're doing this. I'm not saying it ruined the mood for you, but it didn't make me like roll my eyes. It's like, it's okay.
It's really fucked up that they put Thanos in Fortnite.
It'd be funny if they did.
They did in the MCU. He's still in Fortnite. This snap is really marketable. We should put that in our game.
Yeah. It's like literally putting in like the Nazis. It's like you can dress up as one of them. It's like,
Oh yeah.
it'd be fucked up in like 1940s or like 30s. It's like Anne Frank is a little fucking Fortnite player, and then like some person's like, I got the Hitler fucking gauntlet. And it's like, oh, it's literally the same energy. It's like just putting in like, oh god, this fucking like this person who committed genocide is like this person playing as.
It's gonna be Call of Duty. The next one, Call of Duty, is gonna be World War II 2. It's gonna be like you can play as Anne Frank and zombies.
I'm putting this out there, and you guys can use this idea if you want. Make a battle royale where you play as like horrible individuals from like history, and you have them like fight each other.
How you gonna get 99 of those?
There's a lot of horrible people.
So anyone who's horrible, so Hitler and Harvey Weinstein, like you choose your fighter.
You could have like Bill Cosby versus Harvey, and it goes like first one who can commit
not even like okay, so don't even make a battle royale, just make like a fighting game. Make Street Fighter, but just like all the horrible people, all the Me Too fighter.
Yeah, make Napoleon versus like Bill Cosby.
Epic rap battle.
I may be short, but penis is really small.
All right. Anyway, let's see what else was in the. I would say this is probably like the best, like for what it is. I would say this is like the best superhero ensemble like action movie.
Like what do you mean by that one?
Like I mean just like
like this is better than the Expendables or something. What the fuck?
No, I mean like fucking superhero ensemble.
You think it's better than Avengers 1?
Like no, like not in terms of like.
Wait, hold on.
I mean like in terms of like the scale. Like this is like the best, like the event wise.
Like
I still think.
Like what's another one that like does this? Because I'm blanking out on it.
I'm saying like terms of like grandiose epic scale of like what was at stake for like the superhero thing. It's like I don't think a superhero like fucking Justice League is not gonna like the next Justice League movie is not gonna be this good. Like in terms of like what it's trying to accomplish in terms of like.
I'll give you $1,000. It'll be better than a game. It's not just that. No, it's not.
It's not.
It will.
It will.
New Mutants will be better than Endgame.
That movie's not coming out.
It is coming out.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. The reason it pushed back because of the Disney merger.
No.
They say it's coming out in 2020.
That shit was pushed back before the Digi merger.
Well, they probably got the news.
They knew ahead of time.
They probably like pushed it back legitimately, and then like the Disney merger happened, and they pushed it back later just because they probably could.
Hey man, Dark Phoenix.
What? Dark Phoenix? Get the fuck out of here. Just go away.
I like how everyone's just like, oh, Dark Phoenix. Man, I don't want to see that.
It's just like the old guard of like superhero movies. It's just like it's boring. It's like get the fuck out of here.
It's funny because like you had the two okay movies. You had the okay movie, First Class, X-Men First Class.
Two or like fucking like
talking about X-Men like First Class because that's what it's based off. It's like First Class, and then Days of Future Past is good, and then Apocalypse came out, and then everyone's just like, I don't want to see another one of these.
I was kind of just like I'd never really just dug X-Men and how they've been going since like X3. Like it's just like I haven't even seen like First Class really. I just don't really like it. I don't like the look.
I like the look.
I don't like that they just Just give it to Marvel already. Fuck it.
Oh,
Or like, not give it to Marvel. Just give it to people that just make it as like, make it look like the fucking like. Just give them the fucking costume. I just want the costumes. I want Wolverine's like caramel fucking costume.
it'll be like it'll be modernized but yellow still. It'll be cool probably. Give him the mask. Yeah, whatever. All right. Let's talk about more about the big battle then.
Like the battle with Thanos.
Yeah.
Mm.
The epic part where Captain America gets Mjolnir. That was awesome.
Yeah, I forgot. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
What?
No, I was just like, when he got fucking Mjolnir, it's like, wait a minute, who the fuck is this? It was Ricardo.
It was Ricardo.
But it was like Captain America was like, wait a minute. No, I had to think about that. That was pretty cool because I had like, I have to recall where the fuck did he like? I thought you can't hold that shit. It's like, oh wait, that was in Age of Ultron. It's like,
Yeah, he's worthy.
oh, the bad one. Oh, the fucking
Oh,
like
yeah.
the one they
The
don't
one
like.
that-
It's like the one
the
that's
one that
like
was not as cool people thought it was gonna be.
yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I was thinking back because
That scene is good
s-
still though. That's like the best part of that movie.
It is, but I just tuned out all of Age of Ultron. I was just like, wait a minute, he didn't pick up shit in fucking Avengers 1. Like, where the fuck did he? When did he get the balls to do this? It's like, oh, it's in that one.
Oh man.
I was like, he did not pick up a fucking thing in like Winter Soldier other than his fucking shield
Yeah.
and the corpses of those fucking obvious evil bad guys.
Very obvious. Yeah. The one guy from Payday 2, Payday 1.
That's the one like kind of like riff by the end that's like I kind of liked. It's just like these guys look like bad guys. It's like,
Yeah, they do. All of them.
Cap, you're a poor judge of character.
Oh, dude, Crossbones.
Crossbones.
Crossbones, the best DC, best Marvel villain, explodes in the first 5 seconds of Civil War.
Crossbones.
Crossbones.
I just thought like the actual fighting of like the end, it just didn't feel. It wasn't like it was like a lame scene, but it just felt like
I just
seen,
thought there'd be more like character interactions because like you don't see shit from any of the Guardians.
yeah, you
until,
see like
the little...
Ant-Man and like fucking Wasp do some shit with each other in like the fucking car.
Yeah, but you don't see Drax. Drax doesn't fucking say anything. He says one line.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking because like they were doing like there was a lot of shit going on. I don't think it really was affecting Endgame, but like you know, Batista was saying like the James Gunn shit, and I was like, is he gonna have like a prominent role in like Endgame and like do some stuff? And like the Guardians really don't do nothing.
They don't do anything because they're almost all of them are gone except Rocket.
Yeah.
So that's it.
And I just felt like there was like I felt like the first one when they were fighting in Wakanda just kind of looked cooler because I like the
Yeah.
environment. It just looks
Is it-
kind of like
is-
cooler when
is
they're
it-
like charging at the
is it-
fuckers. It's like,
Yeah.
but like I'm trying to think like in like the first Avengers when they're like all like just 5 of them just coordinating doing attacks and shit on like the enemies. It's just kind of like I still think that looks cooler than what was happening there
Yeah.
in this new one. It's like yeah.
This is also a little bit more colorful because like you can actually. This one's just kind of like dull and brown. Or
Yeah, there's nothing to really have them like crash into. By the way, it's just kind of like it's just like an open field for them to fucking fight.
Yeah,
So
because
it's just
they destroyed event.
They destroyed fucking Tony Stark's front lawn.
Yeah, literally. It's like the Ant-Man got blasted away.
It would have been cooler if it was like in the tower or something, or like a populated city, so they can like fuck up and like Thanos can throw people through buildings.
People would
and
complain
stuff.
then. It's like, oh, these superhero movies that take place in cities and they destroy all these properties.
Fuck them. I love cities. You know what my favorite thing to do was like in
Watch
Dragon Ball Z
Man of Steel.
Budokai, like Tenkaichi 3. I always play in the city stage. It's super fun to just punch people through fucking like buildings.
Marsh, you're part of the problem. You're like Superman in a fucking world made of cardboard, except you like the
I
cardboard.
didn't like that one because I didn't like the fucking that one because it just sounded like Superman. It's like, listen, Superman, this is your first movie. You fucked up the IHOP.
You fucked up IHOP. You fucked up the entirety of Metropolis.
Bro, like Metropolis is gonna go hungry because you fucked up IHOP. I hope you're ready to have that blood on your hands.
Yeah, Gillette. How does she shave?
You fucked up IHOP. I bet you fucked up Denny's. How am I supposed to get my fucking grand
Nah,
slam?
dude. Didn't Fantastic Four fuck up Denny's? Wasn't that Denny's?
What is it with fucking like Fox? Just Fox or DC and Fox is fucking up like breakfast establishments.
Fantastic Four, Denny's. Was that Denny's? I hope that was Denny's. When it was Denny's, the Thing Burger.
Captain Marvel was in like Los Angeles, right? Where was that located at?
That was, I think that was like L.A. Or like that was on the West, I think.
Captain Marvel fucking fucked up Roscoe's.
Fucked up Thanos. It's not true.
Samuel L. Jackson took fucking Brie Larson and Captain Marvel to fucking Roscoe's, and they destroyed it.
Yeah. I like Captain Marvel more in this movie, but only because she was out of it for like 90% of it.
That's what I just thought was lame. It was just like, is Captain Marvel like? She's not gonna be in the. I knew this was gonna fucking happen. It was like Captain Marvel's gonna be in the movie, and then she's gonna come back and just fuck up Thanos. And I was hoping I would be wrong, because I thought like, here's the thing, Captain Marvel, I didn't like the movie that much, but I was kind of like, I was just gonna go like, oh, maybe she can like do some cool shit in Endgame, and I'll like want to see her in a sequel. And she's like, she doesn't do anything, and then she just comes down like a fucking god and goes like, Thanos, your ass is mine. And then then it's like she just starts kicking his ass for like a little bit.
Then she gets punched in the face.
That was pretty fucking funny, because like
that was funny.
She gets yeeted out of the fucking movie.
She gets yeeted by the Space Stone, Power Stone, whatever.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, oh god, oh man, she's just gonna come down. Like, and people keep saying like, no, she wasn't kicking his ass. She was kicking his ass. She was fucking like, Thanos, you ain't shit without the. Like, Thanos he's surprising. Like, he's not surprisingly. He's pretty capable, but like, he can't fuck up Captain Marvel full force without those stones.
Oh no.
Like, he would have just like, he would have just fucking lost. It was very funny, because like, I was just seeing people. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you have the thing, you can't fly. What if Thanos has like fucking Spider-Man 2 jumps, and he just jumps in and like fucking slams her into the fucking ground?
Yeah.
Get back here. That would have been cooler if she was trying to fly away, and Thanos just jumped super high and just like grabs her in the air like, you are coming down. Yeah, she should have just, she should have just moon jumped away from fucking Thanos, but she didn't. So joke's on her. She ruined the moment where like they had like that one moment where like everyone in like the chat thought it was like very cringy of just like having all like the characters like line up for next to Spider-Man, and it goes like, don't worry, Peter Parker, we're here, and then you literally fuck it up.
All the girl power moment.
Yeah, that one scene just like, you don't want to sound like a fucking asshole, but it's like, I just saw that scene and it's like, oh boy. It seems like a scene that was just like, in the end, it was like,
guys, we have to put this in there.
It did feel kind of like corporate shit, and it goes like, most of these girls suck.
Most of these girls, no, none of they suck.
None of they suck, but they're kind of like, what is fucking?
These bitches don't know each other. What's the point? This is not impactful at all. Yeah,
it's like they don't have any. It would have been cooler if they were like in the movie a lot more. Well, they couldn't be because some of them are fucking dead. But it'd be cool if like some of the ones that. How many of them were alive? Were they all dead?
No, I mean, most of them. I mean, yeah, Mantis died. Not Wakanda lady. Not Shuri died.
I don't know. It just kind of felt like it would have been cooler if like in like the first movie they were like interacting with each other and having like some interactions and like riffing with each other, getting familiar with each other, and then like in the later season, like not in the later season, like they were like interacting and having fun and like, building up morale and chemistry with each other in the first movie and like Infinity War, and then get utterly owned. And it would have been cooler if like in this one they come back all full force and it goes like, girls, we got this, because it would have felt like a little bit more earned in my opinion.
Infinity War had like a similar moment that it did that better.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, it's just kind of like, because you guys are telling me about that, it's like almost the movie was about to end. Where is there it is.
Yeah, that's bad. And then you have characters like Mantis who just walks on the set and just like, she didn't do anything, she ran.
She
did more in Infinity War.
She can't do fuck all.
She can't do shit. She's not gonna kill anybody. What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there's kind of a thing in this one, but like, I can't remember, because I remember in Infinity War, did Thanos have the same fucking like ghouls or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, They're a lot more threatening in like the first movie. They kind of felt, maybe it's because I'm just used to them, but they were just kind of like, when I saw those things in like Wakanda, I was like, what the fuck are those?
They all had their little moments, like all his goons, like all of them. No, it's like no, they're just lackeys now.
I don't know. I thought like one thing I didn't like about this thing is like how Thanos is like beaten. I always knew that they were gonna have to get the stones and shit from him and like jack them and shit, but I just felt like the whole thing where it's just like, so is the gauntlet just fucking jacking all like the stone? I know the stones contain the power, but I thought like, oh, I thought the fucking gauntlet was like how to harness them. Like you need all of it.
The garnish is just like the gauntlet's just like a holster so that you can fucking. Like,
you don't fucking like get nay-nayed, I guess.
Go get nay-nayed and die like doing it, because like that's the reason like Hulk snapped and he got fucked up, and then Iron Man snapped and he died. And it's like, I'm assuming like when Thanos got the gauntlet built for himself, he's like, oh, this is powerful enough to like snap once and not like fucking kill yourself. Then he snapped twice and almost died.
Did a double snap.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that moment. I thought it was alright. I liked it.
I liked it when he stole the stones and like
he hesitates saying Iron Man.
Thanos fucking punched the shit out of him too.
Yeah.
He should have died. Yeah. It would have been funny if he like died on impact or just like knocked out. And he was like, I can't do my epic snap.
Where's my stones? Oh, he still has them. He's just knocked out.
He swallowed them.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to pick them up and they were near his mouth and Stan punched him in the face. It's like
that's pretty good.
Damn it, now I have to go through his esophagus and get the stones.
His anus.
I have to wait for Iron Man to shit out the stones before I can use them.
Yeah, but Iron Man snaps and he dies.
It's like
Robert Downey Jr. is out of the series until he's like used as a hologram in one movie probably.
He'll show up in like fucking Far From Home and goes like,
probably.
Spider-Man, you're being a fuck up right now.
Yeah, I'll make a cameo.
Tom Holland, shut the fuck up about spoilers.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, why are your posters so fucking ass?
That new Spider-Man poster is so terrible. Like I wasn't a fan. I wasn't the hugest fan. I didn't hate the fucking Homecoming trailer. But this new
the
one.
Homecoming trailer or poster?
Poster. I mean.
I just find that one really funny because it just has Iron Man like faintly in the background of a burning building.
It's really apropos. They knew.
It's just like, it just seems funny. It's just like he's just sitting there, just like,
yeah.
Peter, help me. I thought it was cool. I thought the cool thing was like when they had the funeral and just kind of like it looked weird when they do the long shot because it's like there's no way these people actually came, but it was like it was better. I thought it would look like way worse, but it was like everyone is here, and it's like
everyone's here, even Captain Marvel, the person who did not know him at all.
It would be it feels like it would be more in character for her to just leave, to just not
be there. Better.
Yeah, it just seems like she's super busy to not be there. It goes like, I'm not gonna fucking like she was so fucking standoffish and was like, yeah, I can't help you find the stones because I got shit to do, but you know, I'll be at your funeral. Like she literally didn't help like do anything of like the whole mission.
Just stood behind her.
I feel like his funeral was like, yeah, I guess that he did do something cool, but you know, I gotta go. Like,
I gotta stand in the back because he was a man. I gotta stay far.
I gotta go stop and frisk some fucking aliens or something. I don't know. It's like okay. It just feels weird that she was just like, I could set aside my duties, even though that's probably one of the most important fucking things I do. And I take very fucking seriously.
Tony's daughter did not care that he died. She's
so
like, no,
am I gonna get so? She was like, so is the iPad mine now?
So can we get Burger King?
You don't want Burger King. Daddy loved Burger King. Your dad's a fucking drug addict.
That is the reason.
Your dad is a fucking drug. I like that. Like I like that. Like that story of like him going to Burger King and it goes like, wow, this tastes like shit. This tastes like shit because I'm on drugs. And it just be like he goes sober for like over a decade. It's like, I'm back at Burger King. I haven't eaten here in 10 years. Oh. Wait a minute, it tasted like shit all along.
These chicken fries, they're cold. Fuck.
He needs to do a take. There needs to be a celebrity to do a takedown of fucking Burger King for the culture.
Freaking Tony Stark makes like a food tier list. He puts Burger King at number 1. He put S tier.
Okay, so Taco Bell, I'm putting this in B tier. I'm putting this in B tier because, personally, when I was on drugs, this is me, Robert Downey Jr., the person, not Tony Stark. When I was on drugs, I used to get the Nachos Bel Grande. And
now I get the Doritos Loco Taco.
I get that one because
Cool Ranch.
yeah, something like that. I don't fucking know.
Anyway.
I used to get the kids meal. Isn't there like the story of like he just ended up in some kid's bed for no reason?
Oh yeah, he just walked into like a family's house and just slept in the kid's bed.
It's fucking awesome. That's fucking cool. It's like,
that is cool.
Whoa, Robert Downey Jr. is like, keep it down. I gotta roll in the morning. He pissed in his kid's bed.
I did. Anyway, Endgame, I thought it was a really good send off to like most of these characters. I don't know. It's got some headway.
I thought it was weird how Captain America just went back in time and like he just fucking like sat there and was like, did you plan this shit?
He planned it. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna come back when I'm like 127.
Huh. I like the meme that's going around like Captain America going back in time knowing what he knows now.
Steve, why aren't you laughing? Bill Cosby, he's so funny.
I like the fact. I like that reality of like Captain America knowing about Harvey Weinstein. He knows nothing.
He knows about 9/11. He can't do anything though.
He knows about 9/11. But
it's more. It's full circle. The first episode we talked about like Spider-Man not stopping 9/11. Here we are, Captain America, literally going back in time. He can't stop 9/11.
Listen, 9/11, the Iraq War, the fucking like Harvey Weinstein, pedophile rings. You know, Captain America had this information. And he did nothing to solve them.
He just fucked Peggy Carter. That's all he needed to do.
Fuck Peggy. That pussy's not fucking good enough to fucking like. Pussy's so good. 9/11 can fucking happen.
No, I'm with him on this one.
No.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
It's not like he can't just do both.
No. One or the other, Mars. You gotta choose. You know the right answer.
Her name is fucking Peggy. It's not that good.
Hey man, you know why they call her Peggy?
She's a fucking like.
She's pecking his ass, by the way.
She's a fucking 7 out of 10.
It's not true.
Have you known a girl named Peggy that's like that hot?
Hey man, there's more. No, I haven't. So it means a lot when I meet one.
Peggy is a really fucking unattractive name, by the way.
Hey man, Peggy, where you been at?
Peggy is like one of those fucking names where you just expect the woman with the haircut that just goes like, I want to see the manager.
Would you see? You think Peggy Carter turned into Peggy Hill, like in the odds?
Like she like Captain America and Peggy's relationship is probably like they have like a Flintstones one where they sleep in separate beds or some shit.
I just thought that was like a good. It was kind of weird with him coming back to the present, but I did think that was a really good set. Like not send. I know it's probably not a send up. We're probably gonna see him again, but I thought it was just a good like conclusion to his character.
Yeah, I'm done with this. Yeah, it's all right. I'm done with this shit.
Everyone's done with it. It's like Mark Ruffalo.
Here, my black friend, you can be Captain America now. It's like,
you're not a super soldier, but you have a wingsuit, so you deserve my shield.
You're like,
I'm not gonna give it to my literal best friend who's also a super soldier. No, I'm gonna give it to you, Sam.
Yeah, fuck Bucky. Fuck Bucky.
Because you are a minority.
Affirmative action. This is the society we live in.
We gotta set up that Winter Soldier.
He had
Falcon
to redeem
TV
himself because he was super racist when he went back in time. He like, finally, I can say the N-word and no repercussions will happen at all.
Oh fuck the civil rights movement. God damn it.
Captain America didn't say fucking Martin Luther King, asshole. He's like reading the paper, like, what day is it? Oh, a few hours. Martin Luther King's gonna get shot.
He couldn't save Gandhi.
I wonder what's happening in sports.
Oh man,
the Mets just won. Yes,
finally, the first time in 40 years.
Captain America valued the Mets winning in Martin Luther King's life. And you call him a hero.
I do, actually.
All right, the podcast is over.
It is.
I just
Everyone got their conclusions.
everything is just like he knows. He just knows everything.
Yeah, everyone got their conclusions. You had, Tony Stark died. He's out of the series now. Black Widow died. She's out of the series now.
Dude, it still feels weird that like Hawkeye is just not dead.
No, you gotta have that Disney Plus show.
Fuck. Everyone's like, well, he has a family, but his family's fucking worthless. It's like his family sucks. Like, what do they do?
No, he's gonna have he has a daughter. He's girl Hawkeye. She's in the next
Tony
lineage.
Stark had a daughter.
Yeah, but she's
family.
But she's Iron Man though.
Okay, but like I don't know. It's like, oh man, Hawkeye's fucking beautiful family that I care so much about. If he's gone, who's gonna raise those fucking kids that probably will suck just like their father because they have shit genes?
Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune.
And I get it that cat like Black Widow is like, oh, I don't have any family, and you guys are my only family, and it's just like, yeah, I guess like I'll sacrifice for my fucking family, but it's like, come on, man, it's like Hawkeye's literally dead weight. He killed the Japanese.
Just like that's what he did during the snap. He couldn't do anything like after the snap. He took his
after the snap,
he had to take his anchor out on the foreigners.
Yeah, after the snap, he just goes to Japan. And he's just killing Japanese.
They mentioned it before. He's killing cartels, so he's killing the Mexicans too.
So you're just going into Mexico and Japan, just killing the Yakuza and like the cartel? It's like, yeah. And I was like,
that scene. I liked the action scene. That was fine, but that was kind of weird. Just like Ronin.
I don't know.
Just fucking...
I mean, I'm not saying the cartel or the Yakuza are necessarily like great people, but it just goes like, all right, this is a cartel facility. All right, slaughtering time. It's like, oh, at least catch them in the act. I guess he was, but it's like, I don't know. It just looks weird. It's a very scene where you
just
can just
this
like
white man in Asia killing Asian people. Resident Evil 5.
It just doesn't look right. It's just like
Resident Evil 5 trailer.
It just doesn't look like. It just looks like I have done a great justice, and there's like 12 dead Japanese people on the ground. It's like, what the? It's like, especially if you weren't paying attention, because I wasn't really paying that much of attention at that point. I was kind of like looking down at my phone a little bit.
Is this the new Asian superhero? Oh no, it's Hawkeye.
Oh no, it's like. I just think that I don't know. It's just a weird image.
He goes to Africa to kill Coney. It's just...
Oh man, no one, dead Hispanic people, dead Asians. It's like, this doesn't look right. But like, if you were to went down to Wakanda and just killed drug dealers in Wakanda, it's like we would have a fucking.
We would have a problem.
Come on, man. It's like you gotta apply this all to the other people. It's like,
hey, listen. It's fine as long as he has like a black girl sidekick.
If it would look wrong if he was doing this in Wakanda, it would look wrong in Japan and fucking Mexico. It's like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, what are you... Hawkeye, this isn't a good look.
Oh, well. Anyway,
Hawkeye goes down to fucking Compton.
Anyway, that was the end game. It's over. There's no post-credit scene. It's over.
I thought the one thing I thought was like really lame, and I get that because he was fucking dead. I thought Doctor Strange would have a bigger role.
Yeah, this is the same thing as with the Guardians, saving them for their movies. He fucked up his hands. So he's pointing to Iron Man. This is the one, man.
I gotta think about that. Doctor Strange did not come the entire year he was in the hospital.
Well, they were all dead. They were all snapped. They basically
when he was like in Doctor Strange 1, when he was like in the hospital, like, eh. Do you think he ever tried it with his magic?
I would hope so.
If you had just like, would you just jerk yourself off with Doctor Strange powers?
Of course, especially if I couldn't use my hands.
Would you do like the Portal 2 thing where you make 2 portals and then fuck yourself?
Yeah.
Awesome.
2. All right. All right. Yeah, that was Endgame. I thought it was a really good conclusion to the Avengers. I thought it was fine. I liked it a lot. Definitely not as good as Infinity War. I said this once. I'll say it again. I just compare Infinity War. That's a return. That's an Empire Strikes Back, and Endgame is Return of the Jedi. Makes sense. Both movies are good. I like both movies, but the one is superior to the other. I would give it, if I was gonna give it a rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
I would give it a 6.
That's understandable.
I was just kind of like, I just didn't. I was never really dug it. Like it's just kind of like, I like the ending. I like the ending. It's like, it's over. You know, it's just kind of like just sort of conclusive in a way. It's just like, it's you know, Robert Downey Jr.'s dead. Captain America's too old for this shit. Black Widow is just fucking like.
Hulk snapped and snapped.
Piece the fuck out. Like
Professor Hulk snapped and like fucked up his.
The only thing that's just like worries me is just the future, because I'm just like, I don't.
You have questions about that.
I have questions, because if you're just gonna make like, you can't just make fucking like, fucking the Falcon fucking and Bucky movie. Well, you make a TV show. I'll probably
They're making the TV show.
If you do a TV show, maybe that could be lit. But like
Hawkeye TV show, Mars.
If you ever turn that shit into a movie,
Loki TV show.
I just feel like the future of like just the movies is like, I'm just like very apprehensive, because it's just like, oh, I'll watch Guardians, but there's probably gonna be like maybe one more of this one. I can't imagine them doing more than like 3.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like I'll watch, you know, Spider-Man's a must, because it's just like I just have so much like with that character. It's like, I've seen them all. It's not, you know, Spider-Man's just like one of those ones where just like it'd be in the hands of literally a fucking idiot, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll watch it, fine. But then there's just like, who else is there? It's like, who would I actually like really passionately want to watch? It's like, I didn't hate Doctor Strange. Was like,
I would watch a Doctor Strange sequel.
Would I watch a Doctor Strange? Would I watch any more fucking Ant-Man? It's like, I don't fucking want to see any more.
Watch any Ant-Man. It's first, Mars.
I probably would watch a Hulk one, but it's like, what the fuck would I?
They're not gonna make a Hulk one. If they're gonna make a Hulk one, it needs to be yeah.
It'd just be like, oh, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna be like Mark Ruffalo Hulk? Like, that's gonna be fucking weird, the whole movie. But like, I don't know. What else do they have that would be cool? It's like they have all these like this other stuff. Like they'll make the Inhumans, but like they're
not gonna make the Inhumans.
Not Inhumans. What are the fuck they called? Like
the Eternals.
The Eternals, and just those like.
That might be interesting. We'll have to see that though.
I don't know if you can make lightning strike twice. I mean, they did it with Guardians, but it's like, I don't know. That was a different time in the hands of like a fucking different guy. Well, in like a lot of things outside of just like, if it was like, if they're hiring Disney people, then it's like, no, this probably suck. But if they're hiring like, they'll just go fuck it and you can do it, and it's like, all right, maybe it could be cool, but it's like, I just don't think it'll take off the same. I don't think you can create, you know, again, lightning strength.
I'm just gonna wait for like 5 years, and so like they can get the rights back to Defenders and shit. Just, like remake those, because like I fucking wasted my time with those Netflix shows, because like I like some of them, but it's like, oh, now they're useless because they're not even a part of the same fucking thing anymore, because Netflix sucks.
And like, if you just don't think about it, and it's like, I'll watch Luke Cage.
Yeah, they're fine. It's like, oh, the only reason I'm watching this is because it's associated with Marvel. It's in the MCU, but it's like Netflix is like, no, you can't have that because Disney sucks. It's like, oh man, I get that.
Disney? Is it Netflix's fault or Disney's fault?
It's Netflix's fault, because they did the thing, because like, oh, we're not gonna let Disney have Luke Cage or Daredevil, because those are our things. It's like basically them doing that as a middle finger to Disney, which is understandable. It's like, oh fuck, I feel like I wasted my time with these shows now.
I don't know. I mean, like, as soon as like you just saw them gaining more ground, it was just like, this isn't like, I don't know, it just didn't seem surprising. I just thought that they could have, like, maybe they could have worked something. It's like,
or just have like a cameo or something. At least allow that, because like all I wanted is like, oh, I'm watching these so I can like, hopefully they would like show up or get mentioned in a fucking, because like, you know, they do mention occasional things, like Kingpin's mentioned in Homecoming, and that's like, oh man, this is finally leading somewhere. It's like, oh man.
I guess if you really expected that, then I guess it's a big disappointment. I was just kind of like, are they really gonna put these TV-looking ass niggas in the fucking movies?
Yeah, but they were gonna put him in Infinity. They were gonna put like Luke Cage and Daredevil in Infinity.
I'm just trying to imagine if they put an Iron Fist in the movie. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Iron Fist is alright. Like like he's really, the first season of his show is really bad. The second one's like actually okay. And I thought that his character progresses. And fucking Luke Cage season 2.
Was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. supposed to be in any of these movies?
Yeah, but they're like, that one's like directly connected at least. Because like remember Coulson was in Captain Marvel
or something?
Yeah. Yeah, they're still canon. Yeah, because Coulson's in that. That's an ABC show, Mars.
I was just thinking, like, I thought the whole thing was like all the TV shows were just like dead.
No, no, it's not all the TV shows. Like Inhumans is probably still canon. Fuck, all the Netflix stuff is dead.
Rip. At least they're at least fun.
They are fun.
At least,
for the
like,
most part,
the
for the
ones
ones that
I've
are
seen.
cool, except for like Jessica Jones season 2, season.
To be
1
honest, I
first.
don't know why. I mean, like, I always like. I mean, like, I already knew that they're in it, but it's just kind of like. It's just kind of like I just kind of tuned it out. It's like, oh yeah, this is part of the Avengers
Yeah,
shit.
because they didn't they kept it kind of too low key for people to care about that. It's
It was just
oh,
like they were just like the event.
oh,
And it's like
the green guy. Oh, okay, whatever.
they just kind of did shit like that, so it didn't feel like it would be a little bit more egregious if they mentioned them like every 10 seconds. Like,
I don't want that. I don't want like every 10 seconds. It's like the thing.
no,
that's
I'm
just
saying it would be a little bit more egregious if they did do that. It's like every 10 seconds they go like, yeah, Captain America kind of fucked everything up. It's like, nah, they kind of like talk about like maybe like
yeah, they talk about him like
couple episodes.
Jessica Jones season 2. They mentioned Captain America. It's like, oh, he lost his shield. It's cool. Under my like things like that. I like. It's like that makes sense. They're subtle. Like the Avengers don't play the biggest part in their lives aside from like, oh shit, aliens invaded New York.
yeah.
They mentioned Sokovia. All right. I don't know. It would have been. I just thought that would have been cool because like they planned to have Daredevil and fucking Luke Cage as a cameo in Infinity War. It's like finally recognition, but it's like, oh shit, Netflix sucks.
Bit lame.
Or you were tired. We were recording this after dark at 12 a.m.
I worked 8 hours and I came on a podcast for 3.5.
I said this is gonna be like a 4-hour long podcast. I told you. I told
Yeah,
you. You didn't listen.
How can I prepare after 8 fucking hours of work?
You're the one who wanted to do it. You didn't even bring your dad on. You liar.
He's asleep now.
Died.
There's no way for me to prepare.
All right. Anyway, I think that's the end. We this is a long ass podcast. This is gonna be trimmed down to like maybe 2.5, possibly. Oh man, this is gonna be something. All right. Anyway, let's see how this turns out in editing. All right. Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Half and Half podcast. Follow us on SoundCloud. Follow our Twitters. Those links will be in the description of the YouTube video. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
All right, Mars. Go to sleep, Mars.